So remember, we're pretending that we're not live. But we are. What makes it more healthy than health? Like, what takes healthiness to a ridiculous level? Did it have Why do you only put half a patty on there? Wait, they can hear only me. How about now? Yeah, I guess something.
You know when I said you take a salad, that means that all the veg stuff is already there.
Okay.
Hey.
So you eat cucumber.
According to this chat, we're not being heard.
Yeah, I think I fixed it.
Holly, when I
we
say
have to
salad,
talk the
what do you
whole
think?
salad thing again.
I think lettuce, tomato, cucumber, croutons.
Okay, all right.
Avocado.
Pause. So you agree that when I said salad, everything that you then said I didn't mention after was already mentioned?
Yeah.
So, quick question: are we putting croutons on burgers? Is that where we've ended up?
No, we're putting croutons on our salad.
Well, cucumbers go on burgers.
Listen, it's not a salad if you don't tell someone.
Well, okay. Oh, yeah.
Did you have salad dressing on your salad?
Ketchup.
Vinaigrette?
Wait, did you answer and I just didn't hear you?
That's a kind of salad dressing.
Wait, did you say vinaigrette?
Worcestershire.
No.
It's just Worcestershire dressing. What?
Ew.
Thousand Island. That's the traditional burger sauce.
What?
1,000 islands.
What?
1,000 islands!
It's past thou sand. Jeez.
I'm wanting the traditional burger.
That's like the secret sauce of Big Macs is basically.
I thought it was like.
Isn't
it like ketchup and mayonnaise?
They have it.
It's ketchup and mayonnaise, isn't it?
We're not playing tonight, everybody. This is it.
This is literally all you're gonna get.
Oh, we're talking about because we're not live yet.
Isn't it? I forget what it's called, but isn't there a kind of In-N-Out burger that comes with Thousand Island?
Yeah, if you get
it's
it
just the out
style.
burger.
I don't think I've ever had a burger with Thousand Island on it, and no, I've never had a Big Mac, so I've never had a burger.
How have you lived your entire life without eating a Big Mac?
I don't eat McDonald's.
I have never eaten a hamburger at a fast food restaurant.
You always get the takeout drive-through? Yeah.
If I go just...
No, I always get like a chicken sandwich or chicken nuggets or something.
Yeah, honestly, I go for the chicken too.
Chicken nuggies.
The nugs?
My parents used to get pissed at me when we were kids.
Nuggerinos.
Chicken matter is easily be shaped into nugget form, so...
Nuggles.
Don't watch that Super Size Me thing.
Beef nugget, though.
And you'll forever eat chicken nuggets.
We watched that in college in like some like health gen ed thing, and then half the class went to Wendy's after.
No way. Really?
I was like, I'm so hungry right now. I mean, that whole documentary is like so messed up though, because it's like he just made all these rules that were like, oh well.
It was pretty flawed from the get-go.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Turns out when you supersize any meal, every meal of every day,
Yeah.
It's pretty bad for you.
It's bad for you. Yeah.
If he ate like a pound of potatoes at every meal, he would be.
Not true. I've
Not-
seen The Martian.
Hmm.
The Martian is a movie about a man who lives on potatoes alone.
Why are we here? What are we doing?
I forget.
Well, millions and millions and millions of years ago.
Okay. I'm liking where the recap is starting tonight.
That's it.
Yes.
That's
There
why.
were
Millions of years ago.
What, do I hear a spreadsheet calling your name, Casey? Perhaps with announcements?
Oh,
It's
no,
like,
no.
no.
Not a spreadsheet.
I don't think you do.
I was listening.
It's a working doc.
I think it's really funny because I actually haven't opened that document for like months and months and months.
Well,
It
that's
doesn't
the
First day it was created.
opening it now will not help you because knowing this about you, I have stopped updating it.
Well, I stopped looking at it because you stopped updating it.
That's not how it works. No.
So this is Dora's fault.
This is Dora's fault.
Okay.
It's a lot easier that way.
All right. I
Why
think we should
doesn't mine get updated? What the hell?
we should let chat handle the announcements today.
Oh yeah, come on, chat. You got this. You listen to them every week,
By
twice
chat,
a week,
we
sometimes
mean
3
anon.
times a week.
You assume a lot, like they have volume on.
Yeah, I'm
Like
assuming.
mute.
Weird.
People have probably just started turning up an hour later because we.
We really start at like, nowish.
What? Actually, if chat can already tell us the announcements, why don't we just skip the announcements?
Because we're
'Cause there's-
contractually obligated to announce.
Yes.
I mean, there's
By
two.
who?
There's two things that we actually are
I signed
contractually
nothing.
obligated to announce.
Thanks, Roll20, for keeping us trapped in this never-ending hell.
Also
And
for your
thank you to Kevin
spotlight.
Spotlight.
McLeod for
Add
providing
that
the
to
soundtrack to our
attributions.
hell.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Kevin.
If
Now
we're
we're
gonna be
done.
trapped in hell, we might as well have elevator music.
Hell of
Yeah.
Elevator.
So Cookie. I don't know why I
Yes.
said Cookie when I really meant Holly. But Cookie too.
We're identical twins.
What
You
happened
definitely
last
both exist.
You don't ask me because literally I told you my notes earlier and they're not complete.
Holly?
I don't know.
I need you to understand that it's
Oh, actually,
exactly why
I do
asked.
know exactly what happened last week. Last
Go ahead.
week I could not play because I was extremely tired. So we skipped last week. Done.
See, your notes are perfect. So what happened the week before?
No idea. Like, Kalula. Not kidding. I don't know what we did. I can tell you this.
Go on.
We got 2 healing potions, a rare healing potion, and a green jellyfish potion. That's the way I put it in my notes. It's water breathing, but I wrote it as green jellyfish. And then there's some ritual wrote in a language that Olive doesn't know. And then my next note line is Olive. The end.
Olive.
So, last time we played, 2 weeks ago, thank you all for retuning in, by the way, we were at the aftermath of defeating the Blood Witch. You were left with a dead body next to a large cauldron in some sort of weird blood dimension in the dreams of a long-dead giant titan. But we won't digress into those details. You also met a new adventurer, a new traveler there, whom you rescued from this. I still didn't update the overlay because I just remembered it now.
Yeah. Wonder why.
We'll see. As soon as you get a character that survives for more than one straight episode, I'll change the overlay.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Been a while.
That new adventurer, Goliath. It's easy to remember your name because it's like Goliath with a m at the beginning of it.
No, it's a.
Goliath.
Make a yummy sound.
Make a yum sound and then finish saying Goliath. Everybody try it with me. Goliath.
Malaya.
Good job,
Effort.
everyone. Cool. So, we also did a little experimentation in the magic realm and summoned an owlbear, which we then proceeded to kill. Short-lived existence.
Video game recently too.
Did prove that magic is still alive and well in the world. So, with the pocket dimension slowly fading out around you, you all rested, you leveled up, and you made your way back to Krenel Bend, where you had a rousing conversation that I recommend anyone who goes back and watches the episodes to skip. And towards the end, you returned back to Amber Lake, your home base, Xavier's estate manor there, and you were given a task that it seems another group, the group of Tabaxi treasure hunters, had headed out to the temple where Xavier last has memory of before her 1 year of vacant memory, and it had been offered as an option to you guys to go explore previously. However, you were off doing other things, so it seems somebody else has gotten there and brought the plot back with them to you in a convenient way. So you're instructed that it's likely may have some items that belong to Xavier, and you've been given an incantation that will allow you to identify those items once cast. And so you are to, at all costs, return with, at the very least, Xavier's spellbook. What else this group of Tabaxi treasure hunters may have with them, I suppose we will see. But given the duration of your long, winding talk, prior to receiving this mission, time is of the essence as they are coming down the road. So you find yourself at a bridged overpass of the Whispering Rill River. And we will switch over to where you are at now. So I will readjust.
We're supposed to... Oh, never mind. Sorry. Okay.
So, I will start the timer now. And for the sake of this being a game, and us playing it in a way that, is fun, we will say in 15 minutes time, I'll round up to making this 15 past the hour since it's 57 now. In 15 minutes, the caravan will be coming down the road. 15 minutes of real time. So you have that long to prepare. I am here for questions, comments, and concerns. And otherwise, you may do your preparations. And remember, wherever you guys are at in your preparations, what your characters are doing, it will arrive at that time. So we'll just go right into it. We'll come back to the last page.
So, if I'm doing theft, I'm thinking probably I should set up here.
Yeah, you hiding sounds good.
Does anybody have any magical aids for me?
Magical aids? That sounds terrifying.
That was awful.
This is going to be long.
Oh my
It's
god.
off to a really good start. As in, does anybody have the invisibility spell? Does anybody have enhance ability? Does anybody have
Gonorrhea.
anything I can take with me that if I get spotted, I can use as a distraction?
No.
Think.
Okay.
Hold on. I have
It's just gonna be me and my +8 to stealth,
I have
and
invisibility.
my can-do attitude.
Oh, you
I-
have this.
Yes. And it's not. It doesn't have to be on me, so I can give you invisibility. It's just regular second.
When we see the cart come, you said invisible Sahara.
Does she have to touch her to do it?
I do.
When you
Okay,
go
so
to
that's gonna
hide, I'll
be-
give you some guidance.
But okay, I could hide there too with Zahara.
I
you
cannot
know.
give two people guidance because it is concentration, so I can only give it to
I
one
think
person.
guidance also only lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
So when you go to hide, I will give you this guidance so that you can hide really well, and then stay there.
Okay.
Don't be like, I think it's a minute. Oh,
I could hide with you in the same spot, but not be invisible, and you can be invisible.
So
I
here's
can
one
also
thing.
stand right next to you too and point downward.
I just have a sign that says, "I am hiding here.
If part of this
There are
potential
things afoot." Sorry.
potential plan is that you and Groost are robbing Goliath and I.
Yeah.
Groost doesn't really. I mean, Groost, you're very
Wait.
terrifying up close, but from far away, it doesn't look that way.
What?
I don't
I-
know what you're talking about, Olive. This is the scariest goblin I've ever seen in my life. I mean, when he stole me and I popped out, I was like, okay, no.
I only
you
went to-
can't kill me.
I want to
I
unhear what I just heard.
I went in for petty theft and I came up with kidnap. I can't control myself.
Right? What's not scary about that?
Why are we giving them the deception that there's some sort of like what makes them think this Goliath won't just crush you people, or at least attempt to? Should I be swinging at you because you're stealing from me?
I
You
mean,
could try it, but I'm hard to hit.
Okay,
Agile. And...
or you could
will-
be that gentle giant who doesn't really like to fight.
except for when you steal his stuff.
No, you're very compliant. You
You are the
just
compliant
let
giant.
us do it.
But I guess it's like it's to create a distraction and roadblock on the road.
Yes.
I fear that my performance, looking at mechanically things on my character sheet, may not be up to snuff.
Oh, mine either, but I don't have a better idea. And these two, honestly, Goliath, all you and I got to do there is just stand there and look pissed off and like, what the hell? And these two will create chaos, circles
I'm
and circles
already
around
doing
us.
that.
But I'm convinced.
Like, we just let them be little chaos machines.
So I can hide with you, right, Sahara?
No.
And
No!
then Groose can be on the other side. Pop out, and you can run that way, and we'll run
Okay,
this other
scariest
way.
goblin in existence. Where exactly should we be?
You should be on the road, like you're traveling somewhere.
Where?
I-
Like, say there was this map and you could point to it.
Okay.
And
So
also,
if I had to
why
point
is
to a
your
place on the map,
circle the color of the
you
trees?
could be
Dang it.
there. How about that?
So I will move into position. See, I'm already bad at this.
Okay,
I will come with you.
I will give you invisibility now.
I have
It
located.
lasts
what's
for an
going on.
hour.
Okay.
Okay. Also, don't hit me hard, or I might lose concentration on the invisibility. Okay. You two.
Fine,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna hit you.
Okay, good. You're compliant. I will, I will go up to Zahara. Touch invisibility. Boop.
I'm an old woman. I can look very frail.
How long does invisibility last?
1 hour. I will post it.
Please mark concentration on your token so we do not forget.
Now, where should we hide, Groost?
You're not hiding.
Why are we hiding? I want to hide too!
You can't.
You can hide next time.
We're stealing.
So we come up from behind? Is that how we're
No.
doing it?
You know, if
You
there
are-
are
you are-
opportunities.
Thank you for the timer, Casey. No, I do appreciate it. You and we're putting on a play. Okay.
Yeah. No,
You're
we're
putting
heisting, not a play. A play is very different.
Okay. Let me just get through a little bit of this, okay?
Okay.
We're putting on a play. You and Groost are going to be stealing from Goliath and I,
Yeah,
and creating a
stealing.
distraction and a blockage on the road. So when this Tabaxi group comes up, they we're blocking the road and creating chaos. You and Groost are gonna create chaos.
I'm
get
not
to
good at
thrust
chaos.
some of
I'm
the
good at
furniture.
stealing.
No, you're not. You're good at chaos. Anyway, I
great
also
at
have an
stealing.
incantation that can make it so we can see these things. That's a small flaw. But I also have telepathy. I can talk to people in your head. See, I'm going to do it right now. And I talk to Zatara in her head, in my head. See, like this. And then, but you can't answer me back. And I can maybe point out where stuff is.
How invasive.
So, you're gonna tell me what you want me to steal.
No,
in
I'm
my
going to tell
head
Sahara
from you.
what I wanted to steal.
Okay.
Because you are chaos machine. Am I wrong here? Is this the most possibly logical thing that we could do?
Well, it's too late to change our minds. So this is what we're
I'm
doing.
already invisible. I'm shrugging, but you can't see me. You'll just have to take my word for it.
So disdainful.
On the off chance, and I mean off chance, this goes differently than what has been presented by
That
this
seems unlikely.
mercenary group of treasure hunters. And by the way, the word mercenary was like highlighted last time I was in that conversation. They may just look at us as easy prey, but okay. So what do we do when things?
We have 11 minutes for better plans if you have them.
Well, if they
Oh my
attack
god!
us,
It feels like a year already.
if they attack us, we just attack back. You know, it is self-defense, right?
Yeah. That's the golden rule.
I'm sorry.
Well, no,
I was assuming that we could come up with better
The
than
golden rule
react to it. Okay.
is you don't take anything that you can't fit in your pockets.
Well,
Okay.
that's only the golden rule for you. That's not really the golden rule for me because I have extra pockets. You know.
Let's get back on
Close.
track. Setting
You know
pockets
what my extra pocket is.
Oh,
aside.
the pot house.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening, but I think I want it to stop.
Where are you?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
So
Okay, so
I'm gonna hide in this bush.
sure, she can hide in
Okay.
the bush, and we pop out when the cart comes. Let's have a
Exactly.
Look, Olive, we help her get into the wall, okay?
This is how you do a heist.
This
This
is
is not a
method.
play. It's a
I'm gonna
heist.
We
go
are-
hide up the bridge.
We are method acting, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait. Here,
Yes.
be guidanced. I have to
Thank
touch.
you.
I'm gonna put my hand out. Put your head on my hand.
I walk forward until my head runs into Malia's hand.
Okay. So you have a D4 with that.
Okay. And then within the minute, I am going to sprint down here and hide in these trees.
All right. Make a stealth roll. I will give you advantage on this because you have all the time in the world to kind of prepare and figure out the best way to do it.
I'm also invisible.
All right.
Gross. D4. 19.
No, I feel the blessings of my God helping. Excellent.
I say thanks, Malia's God. I don't know who you are.
Sorry,
take
you
it
just
back.
feel like this divine hand pushing your head down, like below the tree line a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a turn to one side.
Mhm.
We should go for some of her spices.
Oh yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. She's got this green jar. I really want it.
I like jars.
Yeah, me too. Just for the jar though. I
Just a
don't care
jar.
about-
I'll leave the spices.
I can't help but notice, Olive, that you are dressed in robes and have a large staff. Is that?
Yeah.
Will
And
you
then I
be-
also kind of underneath my like robe, I have like a like kind of like a pinafore type apron with my book in my like front pocket.
So, torso fanny pack. Got it.
I'm a marsupial. I got a pouch. Olive does not say that. That's cookie commentary. Anyway.
Like I'm wearing pretty heavy armor. I have a mace and this crossbow, hanging. I don't understand how I could be. Will I be running around trying to toss them off the edge, or should I be using my weapons? What's my?
I think we can kind of. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna try and look.
Where will
frail.
they be standing?
I'm
'Cause-
gonna look frailer. Okay. Oh, I'm so frail. And you can kind of be like, you don't hurt her, right?
Okay.
And why are we hiding? Okay.
You're-
Anyway, we're not
We're
hiding.
hiding.
Okay.
We're in the bush.
But we could just be walking and they come out and surprise us, attack us.
I'm
Right?
going to burn that bush.
I think this is off to a spectacular start, personally.
I am probably not going to use my magic outright, and I will just pretend to be trying to defend myself with my quarterstaff.
Olive.
Yes.
There's no more hijinks. They went and they hid. They're just using us as a distraction.
Well, okay. Plan B. Frail woman. It takes me a really long time to walk. We take up a lot of time on the road, right? And you're like, come on. Just don't call me grandma. I'm really gonna hate that. And you just like, I take your arm and you're just because you're escorting me because you look very like strong and whatnot. And I've
It's the height. I'm good at
paid
basketball
you
too.
to escort me to
Decorable.
my game of Fate Ring, right? So
Topical.
'Cause I
The
gotta-
escort? Would I know all that? What?
yeah, like I'm telling you, we've been walking for miles. I'm gonna tell you all about Fate Ring. It's a great game. Side note, I would probably want to talk about this even if we weren't putting through this ruse.
Well, it's a better plan than those two came up with. I only hope that one can maintain concentration so Zahara doesn't suddenly become visible for no reason at all. Oh, look, a butterfly.
So Olive kind of hunches over a little bit.
Well, you say
kind of
go
like-
and I'll slowly walk across the bridge with you.
Okay.
That is a much better plan. And I scowl over at the wood bushes.
Okay. So we do that.
Are there any last preparations? As you do see, there's a little bit of a cloud of dust as you look out sort of northward along where the road is going. Does seem like some things are coming down the road, perhaps
Wait, are they
mere
coming
minutes away.
onto our side already, or are they going to cross the bridge to get to us?
They're coming from this side. I'm on the wrong layer, probably.
From the
This
east.
side. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll try to time it so we meet them and have them stop, or at least bowl us over around where Zahara is.
Yeah.
All right. So, you do see a
Oh,
cart.
and I'll open up the character builder.
Actually, two carts rather. Coming down the road. Let's just want to make sure stream can see things, and they can. Excellent. As they make their way onto a layer that I'm not selecting, poking their way forward. You guys can set up sort of where you want to set up.
Now. Now is the time. We burst out the bush. Hand over the things. Tully and Oldie. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so rude.
All right. You do see
come out.
the two carts coming. Don't seem to slow down at first. Coming up to the bridge itself does kind of like gently go up a little bit, and so the center portion where Zahara is maybe about 5 or 10 feet taller than the surrounding banks on either side. And as they sort of start to crest up, you can see that the first cart is pulled by 2 horses, and it has a dwarf sitting on the front, holding the reins. They're not moving like particularly fast, just sort of leisurely travel. The cart itself is sort of this covered wagon. You can't really see inside, but it is covered by looks to be some thick sort of waxed cloth on it. And the one behind is being driven by a tabaxi, who has a hood sort of pulled up, just sort of sitting on top of their head, not like in a moody way. And that one appears to be piled full with things. It's more of like an open top, but you can see lots of cases and chests and various things in it. So, what would you like to do as they crest sort of this point in the road?
Stop right there, Goliath, or I'll shoot.
Groose is gonna brandish his quarterstaff. Hey, you, Woby. I see you've got jaws. We want jaws.
Oh no!
Give up the spices.
All right, I would like performance rolls from the four of you.
Oh, we're fucked. We're done.
Good.
And did we get Goliath? There we go. I like how all of them Goliath are.
This implies the people looking at this are like, oh, what the fuck is going on with those two people who are robbing? And they look at the robbers and they're like, oh, the people who are being robbed are like fucking terrified. We buy that these people are afraid.
All right. The cart does come to a halt there, with the other one stopping, and you can see actually those of you around on the other side can't really see anything more than the fact that there's another cart just past there. The dwarf looking out looks a little confused, but has stopped the cart. Whoa, what's going on there? Clear the road, please. We're coming through.
What's this here?
There's like a little sort of scaffolding on the outside. It looks like they were probably repairing the bridge at some point, and like the stonework on the sort of the outer face and the scaffolding has been left up there. So it's maybe about 5 feet down from the actual like wall. The wall itself is only, about 2 feet tall there. So it's kind of like just a hop down, like 5 feet down from the deck of the bridge itself. It's a little ramshackle, and it's definitely, like hasn't been used in a while.
I would like to quietly try to like kind of creep this way and like slide between the cart and the edge of the bridge and try to get a look to see what's inside.
All right. You're just sort of like peeking from the bushes?
Well, no, because I was gonna continue on like down this way with the intent getting to be to here. So I can't, because this is where the cart actually is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I can't, or can I see anything from the front here, like peeking?
You can certainly see that there is a cart there. There is a little bit of an opening up towards like the top of this sort of, curved over wagon. You can't really see inside it all that well. The seat is, up elevated from you.
That was kind of what I figured. So I figured I would have to go around to the back in order to see anything.
All right. Yeah, you can certainly, move out there. Why don't you give me another stealth check as you do, since there are
still at advantage from my invisibility.
There are other ways that you can potentially be seen. All right.
There we go, 25.
All right. Continuing onward, and sort of cresting. The cart is stopped. So as you round the back of that cart, you look in and you see that there's sort of just a large open area there in this sort of dome that the canvas makes, and there's two kind of benches, one on either side there, and inside you see that there are, let me just get these two on the grid, just sort of looking a little bit bored. Out to the back there are two tabaxis in there. One of them is sort of like has perked up a little bit and is kind of like looking out that front window. The other is just sort of gazing back, and then you see the driver of the cart behind is sort of like craning their neck to look around and see what's going on. But appears like there's a couple of just sort of adventuring packs in here, but not much else cargo other than the two kitties.
Okay. Do I see any sign of anything book-shaped?
Make an investigation roll.
The ones all like what?
Well, maybe. Oh, this should not be at advantage. I forgot to turn it off. But they're both 21, so it doesn't matter.
Looking in and around there, you don't see any books in that wagon there.
Then I will continue to make my way this way. Do you need another stealth roll, or are we still going with my 25 from before?
We can still keep that one.
Okay. I am gonna sneak this way.
All right, the rest of you,
Done.
what is the three-ring circus doing up here?
My reply to the guy is, hold your horses. Literally, I got some unfinished business with this Goliath.
Hand over the jar. Now,
Spices.
the jar.
Are you?
Help me apprehend these idiots.
I said, no talking, and hand it over.
Yeah.
I didn't say that
Oh.
before, but I'm
Oh,
saying
The
it.
the dwarf driver of the wagon just sort of like taps on the sort of back wall behind him, and Zahara, you see that the two tabaxi in there sort of hop up and plop out of the wagon, and they kind of make their way out to the front. There, you can see that the two of those. One of them has sort of a lighter gray fur, kind of dark spots and stripes, very, very kind of like lustrous shine to it. Very like well groomed, kind of fluffy. Has distinctly white paws, pink nose, and sort of ears that just kind of like curve up there. Definitely a bit smaller. Female tabaxi doesn't appear to be carrying any weapons of any sort, and sort of has just sort of cloth wrapped around their wrists as sort of makeshift bracers. The other one is more of a bluish gray, kind of spotted, almost like leopard-like fur, very sort of like elongated snout, sort of piercing, brilliant yellow eyes, and their ears are kind of like raked back, like they look like they're built for speed. In terms of facial anatomy, you can see that they have a small kind of quiver just on their hip, but for bolts, and all of the bolts in it look different. It's not just like a quiver of all the same bolts. They're leather armor, and they also, as they're getting out, they're kind of like pulling on these very sort of ornate green leather gloves that have sort of a gold filigree into them, and the cats sort of hop out, and the one with the green gloves coming forward. What seems to be problem here?
Well, it's not really your problem. It's
Yeah.
their problem. We're
Get
solving
back in the
it.
van. Thing.
You are in our way. We kindly just go by and not see anything. If you'd like.
That would be really nice, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you
But-
said nothing.
Well, could. Okay.
It is strange. I can see all that is in the road, but my vision very much limited as to what blocks us in the road. If you catch
You
my
know
drift.
exactly what kind of language I. Hold on a second. Do I know you from somewhere? Have I met you before?
It is possible. I've been places before.
I
Cato,
feel like
well,
I know you.
Okay. We should just go into. We should move off the road for just like 1 minute, and then let them through, and then we can keep doing what we're doing.
There is great bush to hide in just over there.
There's great bush. He sees great bush.
Well, we already did the hiding. We can't hide again. That step's already done.
Well,
We do know they're here now.
What?
what?
You can't hide again. I saw you. You lost the element of surprise in trying to take something from me.
Hold on. Wait.
So you know
what's
that
it-
we want
so-
the spices.
So what if
The
you?
tabaxi are just sort of like looking back and forth at each other, and then
So what
all of
if you came in the bush with us?
Why would I ever do that?
So we're
I'm
not in the
old
way.
and frail and I cannot crouch.
Are you carrying anything of value on you?
Are you carrying anything of value on you?
On me?
Do you have a
Yeah,
jar?
I mean, you asked first. I thought that was the polite thing to do. Is
I'm gonna move back.
Hey, Goliath, what are you doing?
Your quarry is getting away, hopefully off the road.
Yeah, no, wait. I said don't move and don't talk, or I'd shoot.
It seems that they doubt
Hang
your
my shield up.
your conviction here. Usually, if you say you're going to shoot somebody, you shoot them, or they don't think that you mean what
Well,
you're
hold
going
on.
to say.
Because I think I know you, so you're distracting me, and I don't appreciate. Well, I appreciate it, but I don't appreciate it. If you know what I mean. I mean, you probably
Katara,
don't know
what
what
are
I
you
mean.
what are you carrying on, sort of that's visible on the outside of you?
Me,
Yes.
daggers.
And then
Piercings.
do you have your other gear? I mean, you guys don't have a
my-
bag of holding, so presumably
No.
pretty much everything
My-
is out in the open if it's not like pocket size or backpack size.
My lantern is on my hip, my vessel, and just daggers. I think.
What are you threatening to shoot me with?
The tabaxi sort of very sort of casually walks up.
Oh, a boomerang.
Walks up beside you and sort of looks over your shoulder at all of them and sort of points. I'm not sure this is fight you can win. He's very tall.
Oh, but you don't know
Wow.
me. Wait, or you do know me. You know me, right? Where do you know me from?
No, I don't know. Perhaps you frequent drinking place.
I mean, sometimes.
I
It
frequent
is.
any drinking place.
Yeah.
He sort of like rests one arm, sort of like on your shoulder. I don't know. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from places, but can you just back up a little bit because
we are friends now, right?
well, I know some tricks and I kind of know what you're doing
How
right
far
here.
down
so,
is
like,
it?
Can I see both of your hands, please?
I'm
Because
trying.
you're making me, I know
Bruce
those
is gonna-
tricks and I.
Bruce is gonna turn to Olive. They're flirting with my accomplice.
I say it mentally and telepathically in your head. I think that's the point.
What? But
It's a trick.
Um,
I'm gonna put a hand on my vessel and I'm just gonna I like to see both hands because I know hand tricks and I don't know your name yet. I think you know my name, but I don't know your name yet.
I would like you to make an active perception roll.
Okay. I'm so good at this.
Nice.
All right. As you go down, just sort of looking, you say like, "Oh, can I see your hands?" This, and you go to put your hand on your lantern. Lantern is not there.
God damn it. I knew those tricks. All right, now. Hand it over.
Like,
That is very special to me in many ways. You don't know. Hey! Hold up. Nope.
What?
I don't like two of you over here. One of you's already taken my stuff.
You can see the lantern is now that you've sort of looked around. The rest of you can see this quite obviously. It's kind of slid down his tail, and his tail has sort of wrapped around it and is holding it up. The other one comes and takes it off of the tail. It is a beautiful piece of lantern. Yes?
Yeah. It's beautiful. I'd like it back, please.
Well, perhaps we can sell it to you. It is ours now.
Oh, is this how we're gonna play it? Okay,
What?
okay. We can play it like that. That's all right. We'll play it like that. What you got
Maybe.
over here in this cart?
What the hell?
Did they just take
Let
your
me see what
lantern?
I can take. And I'm gonna go in the back of a cart.
Oh
and
my
I'm gonna
God.
look for stuff. Maybe you can buy it back from me.
You can't just take people's things.
Right. You can't just take people's things.
No, they can't take people's things. That's our thing. We did it first.
I regret coming here.
All right. The rest of you, as Qatar is making her way back to that cart, what would you like to do?
I'd like to investigate this wagon.
All right. Give me an investigation roll, please. What's your passive's 13? You do see and hear a third cart that seems a fair bit larger than the previous two. Oh, I don't know why there's an extra cart. There's copies of carts. I don't
Oh,
want
boy.
copy pasta of cart. I want goalie cart.
A la carte.
Yeah, I get it. With another tabaxi driving this one. This one has almost sort of like a small shed / homestead kind of like on the back of it, with a little chimney coming out the top. The two horses are sort of slowly rambling their way. Doesn't look all that fast or agile of a cart. The tabaxi on it, though, does appear to be wearing sort of metal and leather armor, and seems to have a long bow there, just sort of resting across their lap as they are coming up. They're not quite as close here. They're probably another 30 feet away, but you can sort of see them coming in there. Investigation. Looking through, there are a collection of things. This is fairly filled with gear. There is kind of a canvas tarp over the top of some things, and you can see it's sort of just looks like there's a bunch of stuff stacked underneath it. It's just been stretched and tied down, but there are loose items. Excuse me. There's a couple of what look like sort of large urns or vases in there. You also see a couple of scroll case type things along sort of tubes for documents. There appears to be a few other bags that look like they're probably holding coins in them, as you can sort of, recognize that kind of lumpy exterior. And then you also manage to get a sort of a peek underneath and underneath the tarp itself, and you do see that there are a number of other items in there, most notably sort of sitting in a wooden box without a top on it, sort of with hay packed in around. There are 5 orbs, each glowing a very faint color, but very distinctly. One is red, green, one is red, one is green, blue, black, and yellow. There, and they're all just sort of kind of like packed into this with hay around them. You also see under there, with a pretty good peek, you do see that there is a fairly large book tucked in, sort of way buried back deep in there. That's probably about yay big or so, and it's thick.
And it's okay. Well, quick question: the glowing orbs. What were the colors again?
The glowing orbs: red, green, blue, black, and yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're all about yay big. They're about smallish,
Let's see the coast.
smallish bowling ball size.
And does anything about? Can I take any sort of guess at what they might be for?
They're the
Any
different colors of
significance?
Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Fair.
And
You can take all sorts of guesses as to what you think they're for, or that. Your investigation roll does not yield anything but their presence. And that's like sort of seeing them underneath a crack through, like, underneath this tarp that's hiding things. So that is the extra thing you're seeing.
okay.
So those, yeah, the latter items are, covered up over.
And then, so they're covered. From where I'm standing, can I reach the book?
You would probably have to, like, because all of this is elevated a little bit, you'd have to kind of step up onto the cart and probably, stick at least half of your body underneath this tarpaulin thing. And there's not enough space for a person there, so you would definitely create a little bit of, like, a tarp mound if you're trying to get in there.
And if I was to circle, is there, like, a place where it seems like I could or I could more subtly get a hand on it?
It's kind of buried in the center of the cart, so not really.
Of course it is.
If the and it looks like quite deliberately, like these things were quite deliberately put where they were, and then had stuff piled on top of them, so they would be not easy for someone to run up and snag.
Of course. And then there's something coming. There's
another cart making its way down the road. As Qatar, as you hop down around there, the one and Tahara, you sort of have a little bit of a start at first as the tabaxi with the hood hops down next to you, kind of unceremoniously, and you can hear him muttering under his breath, "Amateurs," and then begins to head forward. His hands are sort of up. It's not quite. You don't want to do that. This is one of those situations where you can just, be on your way. We'll let you continue.
I have permission. It's okay. So I'm gonna get in the car.
Well, just give her back her lantern and we'll go.
Nope, I'm gonna sell something back to them that is theirs. Actually, it's mine. What am I talking about? It's mine now. So it's alright, Bruce. There, you just hold your horses. I like the hands up thing. I'm gonna get in there and find something to steal.
Alright, you climb into the back of the cart. The rest of you, what are you up to? As these two sort of head back a little bit. The other cart now entering the map and is on where it is.
Can I circle around to the other side of the cart?
Yep, you can certainly do that.
Okay.
Bruce, Maliath, Olive, anything?
I think that I'm gonna walk forward with my hands kind of up and just being like, do you have any tips for self-defense against thieves?
Bruce the entire time is gonna be like,
Relatively new to adventuring, and I don't want to. You're pretty smooth how you did that thing with the lantern.
what are you doing? Go, stop walking away from me.
I'm gonna continue to walk.
No, you're a hostage. No, come back.
Well,
Bruce is still performing here.
you see, the secret is to not keep all of your valuables on you, and where people can take them.
Oh.
And I see, when I say valuables, you immediately move to the most valuable item subconsciously. So I know that book is very important to you.
Yeah, it's like it's got all my good recipes in it. So.
Yes, it is spellbook recipes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like really minor. Like yeah.
So it does not appear that robbery is happening. Little Goblin does not take anything.
I'm gonna smack this horse right next to me.
Alright. Make an animal handling check. Because sometimes when you smack a
horse
horse
likes
from
it.
behind,
It just kicks you.
it just kicks you in the face.
At disadvantage though, because I am invisible.
You have
Alright.
disadvantage to handle animals? You can't see me.
No,
Um,
to kicking.
To kicking me in the face. Where's
I mean,
animal
I
handling?
think
Under A.
surprising an animal while invisible would probably not help you handle it.
But it would make it more likely to be scared
Which would make
And
it
it-
more likely to kick backwards.
or to get away from the thing that scared it.
Tor, I have to ask, have you ever interacted with a horse before?
Yes, I have. They're very skittish creatures.
Especially from
She had-
behind.
You had rodeo days in high school off. Of course she's seen a horse.
Alright, give me
Don't
an
underestimate
give
the
me an
irritated.
animal handling check.
I'm making an animal handling check. 13.
Alright, you smack it and it sort of like brays out a little bit and kind of, you know,
That's an attack.
Pause.
You're invisible.
pause.
I'm not attacking it. I'm not
Uh,
trying to hurt it. I'm trying to surprise it.
So it does
No
sort
attack
of
roll involved.
stagger. The wagon lurches forward a little bit. The tabaxi at the front sort of looks back over his shoulders and then reaches up and grabs the reins of the horse that's right near him. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll, as he is now actively going to look.
You know those video games where they have that cone? You're like, oh jeez.
21.
All right.
The eye is getting bigger
Oh
above
my
his
God.
head.
And turning
Just
around,
a red cone. You're like,
he
"Oh,
looks and like sees the horse and then he looks sort of like right at your in your general like direction, in that like you think he's, you know, his cone has focused in on you. Obviously he can't see exactly where you are, and he just sort of looking not quite right into your eyes because he doesn't know where they are, but you can see him just get this big toothy smile around, and he sort of like straightens up his hood and pulls down his tunic and turns away, and then begins to walk sort of up this way very briskly, sort of going around the side. Friends, here. I don't know. Maybe this is an opportunity for all of us. It's an opportunity to be friends. So,
Do I like friends?
why don't you, whatever's going on here, you can we can walk and talk here, you know, get this show on the road. He sort of like takes his pause and like stretches a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, let's keep moving, you know?
Can I sit on the horse?
They don't really like that.
Oh.
I mean, we can try it, but if you
Sure.
fall off, it's not our fault.
Oh, actually,
Or the horse's fault. It is your
No.
fault.
no. There is lots of distance between horse and ground,
There is.
A
They're
lot-
pretty tall creatures.
and I have a lot of bones.
Hmm.
They could all break.
So, you're all a theater troupe, perhaps? Practicing on the bridge?
No. Me and Qatar, she's in your wagon. We are looking for work. We were bandits once, never again. We're not bandits. No matter what anybody says, we are not bandits. We're just trying to make our way in the world
Well,
with no banditry.
your aversion to banditry is somewhat dubious, given your activities currently, but I find the best way to make your way in the world is to make sure you're not in the way of somebody else. So why don't we all make a quick trot forward, and perhaps we can buy you all a drink. And he sort of gestures around, like 360 around himself. When we get to Krennel Bend. We
No,
got
I want to
some
steal
business.
something of yours so I can sell it to you.
It's not gonna go well for you.
Okay.
Qatar, come back.
No. I think
Wait.
I'm gonna go check out this other card.
Qatar, we have a hostage. We can take her job.
The
I
other
mean-
other cart sort of
no hostage.
pulls pulls up in back behind, and the driver of it sort of stands up and very sort of sternly like surveys, and then takes the bow sort of up and takes an arrow out, sort of flips the arrow over in their hand. Just looking around, Zahara, you can kind of see this. He's not looking at you, but clearly, has a decent vantage point of everything going on. So, what are folks doing?
Wagon over there. The one behind. Are you merchants? Are you selling? Do you have any like spices or anything?
We carry no spices. We eat them. Not whole. We put them on other things that we eat. But
Well, yeah, you want to toast them up and stuff. You don't. want them
sometimes when
just
you find
rotten.
things little for you is good for the soul. Clears the throat. Less hairball.
Is there anything in this card I can
Looking around, as described before, it's kind of very Spartan in there. There's a couple of benches. There is two sort of small adventuring packs in it. None of them strike you that they're particularly valuable. They just have sort of normal sort of bedroll and rations and that kind of stuff.
I will make a mess of the cart by dumping everything out of both packs and then leave the cart.
Why do I feel like you just want to take a dump in there? Not that you're going to, but I just feel like this behavior is kind of like, well, fine.
You might as well drop a torch too.
The whole wagon explodes.
And then I'm going to get out.
And what is it you two are up to? You've taken this. Does this belong to you? And he holds up the lantern.
That's mine.
It is quite pretty. You should protect it a little bit more. Here, I will put it on the edge here. And he just sets it on the edge of the road for you. Perhaps you stop rummaging.
I haven't rummaged through anything yet.
I
I will.
literally just heard you empty the entire contents there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As you approach the cart here, the back-to-backsy takes the arrow that he's just sort of playing around with.
Back. See.
Back-to-backsy. And he knocks it, and he looks at you with a look that can only communicate, if you take anything from that cart, I'm going to shoot you.
I don't have my lantern back, so, and I'll take out my boomerang. You want to play?
I don't want to play.
He
I'm not-
visibly tries to take his sort of gruff exterior, and he just sort of starts to laugh, and then his little cat tongue comes up and just licks over his lips as his ears go from aggressive to let's play.
Hello, cat.
I might take that as a yes, kitty.
We should step away from our goods, huh?
Yeah, you should step away from your goods. That's a great idea.
No, we. And he gestures towards you.
Yes, you may. Step away.
Boss, they're stepping near what we are transporting. Boss, do I kill them?
No, not they.
We
No, not
are
they.
me.
No.
I'm the only one here. So we may leave the area.
I think we should kill them. They are perhaps carrying something to add to the pile.
Sounds pretty dusty up there, don't you think, Malaya?
I would like to.
Oh god.
I would like to wait.
I would like to nominate Casey as the most patient of all DMs.
Boss's reply.
I'm gonna start quietly making my way towards this cart.
All right. Easy enough to make your way there. What are the rest of you doing?
Great question. I think that I want to continue to try to engage them as if they're merchants trying to sell things because they're going to Crennel Bend. So I would like to potentially, I am going to pat the pouch of gold and be like, listen, if you're traveling, I am interested in buying something. The stuff that they're trying to do is not going very well.
We are business people first and foremost, of course. But what we have likely you do not want to buy. We can perhaps provide you escorts to town for a small fee.
I mean, you do look like you could protect me from thieves. I guarantee that.
We could.
But why? Do you know inside my head that I don't want to buy anything kind of cool? Like, I mean, maybe that you've got a brand new cast iron pan. I don't know. And Olive knows that this is lying, because if you've got a great old cast iron pan, you wouldn't want to buy a new one. Just kidding. Anyway.
Our pan is not for sale, but we do like it. It was good. We are coming from not too far away from here, and well, let's just say we have lots of things we are eager to get back to Crennel Bend, as we know there are people there who could benefit from them, and we don't want to keep them waiting. Or they might come looking for us.
That doesn't sound quite I mean, there must be some pretty rich people there that you don't want to piss off.
There are lots of rich people that go through Crennel Bend. They don't live there because it is Crennel Bend. But there is the best deals in town for selling exotic items there. Some of them get transported to the west, across the desert, which is far too dry for my fur. But if they take care of all that business and give us fee, we turn things around very quick. We're back in the jungle doing what we do best. Finding more stuff for them to sell and take out west.
You've piqued my curiosity on what you have. Are you sure that I can't peruse and take a look?
I mean, I would generally perhaps think that a larger coin purse would be needed, but perhaps maybe, if you make a successful persuasion roll, I will let you do that.
She's turning on the grandmotherly charm, and it's gonna work with an absolute 0 modifier. Okay. A 19.
We have perhaps something that will help be a nightlight. I know your eyes must be bad in the dark. Not because you are old, but because you are a human.
I don't think you quite understand me.
You are
if
old.
you're trying to sell me her lantern,
No. Her
I don't
lantern
want to have
is
to deal with.
her lantern is cursed.
It's cursed.
What?
Yes, it is cursed. I can tell. I am blessed with the ability to know what a magic item does just by touching it.
Oh.
Wow.
That
Yes.
would
It
explain
is-
her
it is-
erratic behavior.
Very cursed. Clearly has made her insane.
That would make a lot of sense.
We have, as I was saying with your eyes and the darkness, we have glowing bowls. We don't know what to do with them. They are probably not that valuable, but they glow nonetheless. The colors change if you hold them, and make the colors change when you hold them. Not a lot of colors to select, and black is not a good color for a light. But the other colors are quite pretty.
Do you mind showing me?
No, not at all. Right this way.
Well,
The other tabaxi, as you move by, just sort of trails right behind you, almost skipping. Go ahead and make an active perception roll, please.
Yep. I do want to note that my hands legit never leave my book. I have said this before in role playing her, that she often has her hands on it. So, that's a 19.
All right. The tabaxi, like, you can tell, like, she's trying to kind of like size up the items on you and like position herself, but you seem to have at the moment covered all your bases in that, and kind of like looks like she's about to sort of like slink in and try to do something, but then perhaps thinks twice and just continues to follow back behind.
The goblin's not wrong. I do have some very delicious spices on me.
Give them to me.
I'm happy to share. All you have to do is ask.
The other one sort of comes over and just kind of looks down at you, Groose, and sort of pats you on the head. It was a good robbery attempt. I was rooting for you.
Look, it's not easy being small.
I wouldn't know.
Perhaps you could, show me a few tricks.
All right. Because you are small, you are easier to throw off bridge. That is trick.
It's true. Please don't do that.
I'm gonna roll my wisdom saving throw. I might have to do this. Oh, that's a good idea.
But
Just cast suggestion.
It's a 0 level cantrip. It's a free item. Goliath interaction. Tossing a goblin is one of our biggest sports. So
goblin toss.
Bring my lantern up here.
The lantern is on the ground where they put it. Am I in the right layer? It is right on the side of the road, like right here.
Common courtesy would say you would have brought it up to me since you're coming this way anyway. So I don't really like that, and I don't really appreciate that.
It
Maybe I
is
should
okay.
just-
Your mind has been addled.
I don't know what you're talking about. My mind is solid.
So this is our cart.
you're a rock.
Mine's solid. He kind of like undoes part of the tarp and rolls it back and
Oh, thank you.
reaches-
Makes it such a much easier.
not on your side, on the other side of the cart.
Oh, I can do that on this side too. I'll copy that.
The one. Do you touch the cart?
Yes.
All right. I need you all to roll initiative.
Alright.
The one in the back cart is literally has his bow drawn. It's basically pointing at you. All right. I'm gonna have to roll for each of them.
How do I have a +4 to initiative if my dex is if my plus thing? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Sahara.
Cheating.
No, I was looking at the wrong thing. Did mine not roll? Mine didn't roll. Sorry. There we go. Oh, it rolled twice. needed to
You just
catch
take
up.
the average. Just take
These
the
names.
And you'll never guess what this guy is.
You gotta like put an O at the bandito, which is Russian for mafia. The
Alright.
banditi. and stuff.
So we have sorted ourselves into order here. Let me adjust
Order.
it on the stream.
This is chaos.
This is chaos.
Order.
It will soon become more orderly. If never had NPCs have to loot PC bodies before. That should be fun. And then I'll just go play a campaign of Tabaxi by myself on stream. It will be good time. All right, so Olive and Grus, you are sort of at the top. Olive, you definitely see what's transpiring, sort of from your vantage point as coming around that first wagon. You do see that there's one of them basically with his bow, not like drawn all the way back, but the arrow is knocked, and he's just sort of like holding it there because you can't like hold a long bow out for long periods of time. Trained on Qatar, and the hooded tabaxi that was showing you has just sort of reached into the center, and you heard something like sliding sort of across the wooden floor of it, seeming like he's getting out whatever he was trying for there.
Howitzer.
I am gonna say telepathically to the tabaxi with a longbow. She's a common thief. This is not worth spilling blood over.
She's a.
All right, they can't reply to you, so right?
No, they can't. But I
Okay.
just, I don't know. I don't want to be first blood. um, and then I don't know. Okay, and then I think as a part of my Order of the Scribes, where I can cast a ritual as an action, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right.
And I want to look around me.
All right. Looking around you, let's see, who can you?
Or like, I want to look at the cart.
So
yeah.
the cart in front of you is glowing with all sorts of magic. Like,
Sure.
Each of those items in there has magic aura to it. I usually like to think of detect magic as like the brightness of it sort of dictates how powerful the magic is, and there are some brightly glowing things kind of under the tarp there. And even the stuff on top seems magical. Let's see, on the... there are some... I'm just looking at the characters to see if there's any other things that you would see. No, it doesn't appear that any of the ones you can see have any magical items on them.
Okay.
So it's aside from like, your party, it's all sort of concentrated on that cart, and that is just chock full of magic items.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna take like a step or two forward. Oh, probably not right in front of the horse's face. Here.
All right.
Okay.
As you see Qatar leaning in there. Groost. You don't really know too much is going on, other that there is some like, a little bit of commotion here. So it's enough to kind of like, perk you up to be like, feel like Qatar's like, you've been around Qatar long enough to know like the point of no return.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm being attacked.
So
That's what one of the tabaxi looks like.
So I was just
Oh,
wondering.
I should
if
have
you...
made them all of our cats.
Oh, that would have been good.
Oh.
Next
Restart. Go from the beginning.
All right, end the stream.
So, yeah, I know some twigs too. I can't throw myself. Well, I could throw myself off a bridge, but I like this one. Maglobiat, bless me!
He just sort of like
And Maglobiat kicks me off the bridge.
I would
I'm
assume
casting
that when you
this.
cast, you have a rattle.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
So his quarterstaff is sort of like a shamanistic totem staff kind of thing. Oh, almost.
You have flare. 17 pieces of flare
at all
on
times.
here. Okay.
All right. So, what does your shield of faith look like when it manifests?
I got so excited for the bless spell that I realized that was a lie.
So Shield of Faith just ends up with not a bless spell. Sort of the goblin-y skin seems to harden a bit. It's not quite scaly, but it takes on that kind of look of like plate armor with plates like fitting into each other a little bit.
Cool. All right. The bandit
I'm
shifts,
still playing the ruse. He's done something!
shifts nervously, but doesn't take any action. And unfortunately for you, Qatar, you rolled a lower initiative than paint on canvas. So,
We shall meet.
with his arrow trained at you, he fires the first shot, and you kind of wince, and it goes and basically like where you're putting the tarp up, it goes probably about an inch from your hand and lands and pins the tarp back, and then he pulls out another arrow, and then he just sort of gives you this look and then shakes his head, and then pulls up and then holds the other one. Goliath, you hear the of an arrow into wood.
Up 10 feet and a crest, correct?
Yes. So you can
Can I
kind of,
see
I mean, you
across
can
the
kind of,
side?
you can probably see across, like, there are no, yeah, you can, I mean, you definitely see all, and he's standing, like, up on the thing. So he's kind of, like, perched up there. So you can definitely sort of see him there. And I would say, yeah, you would be able to see, those bushes are pretty low there. So you would be able to see him. Actually, you could see Qatar and all of this going. And you see him sort of shoot near Qatar, but not hit her. You wouldn't imagine it would be too difficult to miss at that range. So do with it what you will. But you have seen an arrow loosed.
I'll move forward 2 squares. Keep my shield up. All of my I'm a cleric emblemology is everywhere. So I say something like, well, I hope nobody gets hurt over that way. But I also don't want to come too close to this one. So until I hear the screams of I've been shot, ow. I'm not gonna charge forward. I would like to ready an action to use a dash action in case I hear somebody take damage.
All right. Anybody or just your
well,
friends?
let's put it to my party. I mean, if I hear them take damage, no, actually, I'll just go ahead and anybody.
Okay.
If anyone takes damage, I know I gotta get moving.
I must heal. No one can be at less than perfect health. All right.
This is how it resolves. If I keep healing them, they're gonna like me.
Qatar, you are up. As the area you were trying to lift has been pinned back down, you feel that there is another arrow trained specifically on you, perhaps dependent on what your actions are. What would you like to do?
I'd like to say, meow. It's playtime. And I'm going to throw my boomerang.
All right.
And I want to hit this arrow.
As you look like
His
you're going
hand or
to
whatever.
make an attack, that will trigger his held action.
All right.
Crush her skull like an egg.
here comes the longbow shot at you. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Alright. And doesn't do much damage. 5 points. Please make a concentration check for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
10.
Alright, 10 just makes it. So account for the damage and continue your turn.
I boomerang.
Alright.
What I'm going for is to knock the bow and arrow out of his hand or hit his hand or something.
Alright, there's no ability on a boomerang that allows you to
Well,
do that.
that's what I'm going for, just so you know.
Alright, 21 will hit him. So go ahead and roll damage.
That stops boomerangs from returning.
No,
Are these like?
it comes back.
I will be incredibly generous and say it comes back.
It does. I think it says that in the wherever I got it from.
Maybe I don't know what the 5th edition boomerang does.
Right. The boomerang sort of like slams into his chest and curves back. We'll say slightly magically to you.
On a miss, the boomerang returns to the thrower's hand. Wait,
on a
on
miss.
a miss. Ah,
He
okay,
goes,
yes.
Oh wait.
I've lost my
Yeah.
boomerang.
So it's just sort of
It just donks off of it.
it dunks off and it lands and then clatters down as he looks down at it and then smiles and then pulls another arrow out.
I'm so sure he was gonna pick it up.
All right. Anything else you would like to do? Movement?
Yeah, I'd like to rip the tarp off if that's a free interaction.
Pulling the tarp off completely will not. It's anchored down, so that's something that would require a strength check
Okay.
and an action to do.
Can I untie? Can I do my original like untie like I was copying that guide, undoing the tarp?
Undoing it will be an action, so you cannot on this
Okay.
turn.
All right.
It's not like locked down, but it is like, either way to undo it, you're gonna have to, spend a little bit more than 6 seconds to,
So did I hear the damaging of all of these things?
Yes, yeah. I mean, you can see them, so you would have seen Katara.
I know, but like I'm just like maybe not. Ah, dang it.
Yeah.
All right. Since I can't undo the tarp, I'm gonna get.
So you can trigger
part.
your
I'm
dash
going
if
to
you
do
want.
this, but I'm also muttering how I'm gonna heal those people. Hopefully, but that totally provokes because I'm okay with it.
He doesn't attack you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into the cart and duck down and grab the reins.
All right.
Going for a ride.
Why is my walking speed 20 feet?
I don't know.
'Cause you're-
That can't be right.
That can't be right. It's gotta be. I think Goliaths are 30.
What?
I'm pretty sure they're 30.
There's no way.
Is it reduced because of some like weird armor thing or something by accident, or like do you have some?
Look at my equipment real quick.
Goliaths
I
are 30.
am. Well, I've moved 30. I will correct it.
Yeah. figure
That's
out
just my
what-
reaction. Continue other people's turns.
All right.
I'll figure it
So, Katara, you have hopped up onto the cart. Easy enough. Use an action, bonus action remaining.
this is a Nope.
All right.
Done.
Kind beauty.
Do I have a condition? No. I'm not exhausted.
Do I have a condition?
You, sir, have a condition.
All right.
What have I done?
I won't do that yet.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Disintegrate on the Goliath.
Figured it. Figured it was coming. Had to be coming, right?
Too soon. She is going to 10, 15, 20. Reach in, grabs a quarterstaff out, and you can see that
It's mind-boggling.
Olive, as you see her rounding the bend, you do see that there is a weird sort of like shimmer over her skin, and then it seems like it almost looks like a tree bark has formed on it. There is she has cast some sort of spell and grabbed a whatchamacallit, grabbed a staff out. Not as aggressive there. The other one here reaches into his quiver, the one by you, Groost, and sort of pulls a bolt back and cocks his crossbow. Sort of just looks down at you, gives you a wink, and is going to move. This provokes if you want to attack him.
No, don't have the guitar. Well, actually, I don't do shit with a quarterstaff that isn't Trilliad. I'm not even gonna do it. Actually, wait. No, that's not true. I have a Warcaster now. No, don't have the guitar. I'm going to do this. Booming staff, which is booming blade. Oh no.
All right, so swinging wildly, he just sort of like keeps going, but his hips sort of like just like shift out of the way. He's like, whoop.
No. No.
Doesn't turn around and look back at you, and he's gonna. That's 5, 10.
I do turn around and look back. What do you do? What the?
15, 20, 25. There, sort of looks over at you. 30.
I'm making no indication that I will be taking an attack of opportunity.
All right.
I have to get a lot closer before I get into it.
And so that's 30 to there, and it's going to seem speedily to sort of stretch his token in a really weird manner and then flip himself upside down. Sort of climb up to a vantage point kind of on the back of the seat there, and look down, and then just sort of point his hand crossbow up in the direction, just sort of surveying what's going on. He doesn't really know exactly. Zahara, you are up as all of this. I like that the rational one of the tabaxi is the absolute last to go. It's great.
I'm gonna step up to here, and I'm still invisible, and I'm gonna just kind of say, all right, you know what? Knock this off, Qatar. Get off the goddamn cart.
What was
That's
that?
it. Qatar, I will drag you off the cart. Drop this fucking spell.
Who's
That's
there?
enough. We can negotiate this like professionals.
Who's that?
I hate you so much.
They all sort of look around.
Because I can't drop the spell. I can't like make the spell stop working on me because it doesn't say anything about a willing creature.
Actually, there are ways you can.
Yeah.
I can, but I don't want to make an attack.
Well, you can make an attack on Qatar.
I
Or
can't.
cast a spell.
Oh yeah, I'll get right on that.
Anything else? Anything else you'd like to do? You've moved a couple steps, and so you don't have actions
5,
or.
10.
Could attack the horse.
Actually, you know what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash. 35, 40. I'm
Both
gonna drag
horses-
Qatar off the cart.
Both horses take attacks of opportunity at you.
Yeah, I noted. I'm gonna use my action to drag Qatar off the cart.
All right.
While resisting.
You get a grapple.
Okay.
So this is
Opposed rolls.
opposed
Oh,
rolls.
this is not my strength. Grapple isn't an attack though, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is? Brilliant. Then I have advantage and then the invisibility breaks.
What am I contesting with?
It's
Either
enough.
Dex,
athletics?
acrobatics, or so it's athletics to grapple, and you can contest with either athletics or acrobatics.
17.
So your choice of acrobatics or athletics. Damn. And an 11. So you feel an invisible arm come up and grab you as you see Zahara become visible again. You now have Qatar grappled.
Okay. So she just like grabs her by the back of the shirt. She's gonna try to just like throw her down onto the ground next to me.
Zahara!
Say Qatar!
All right. So you can move her one sort of square to.
Yeah,
I'll move
I'm
it.
gonna move her down, and just like give her just this look, and I'm gonna look across the cart, and I'm gonna make eye contact with the tabaxi across the way, and I know thieves can't, so whatever like, I presume that there's some sort of gesture inherent in that like marks, that I can make that marks me as being like somebody who's a part of this life, like as a fellow thief, and so I'm just gonna kind of make that gesture, and end my turn.
All right. He sort of looks up at you pulling guitar down. Looks around. Oh, what a surprise! Invisible person was here all
Yes,
along.
I know.
What is it that you are all hoping to accomplish here? Are you trying to rob us? Are we trying to rob you? I don't quite know yet.
Honestly, at this point, I think it's a little unclear.
It is easier to rob dead people. I will say that our strategy employs that. You
Alright.
can evaluate where that puts your strategy compared to ours. We are very forthcoming with how we operate. So think very carefully. And you, and he points across at Qatar. Your brain is addled. You are dropped. Just constantly dropped, I think. And your cursed, your cursed little candle holder is very bad, and it is very ugly, and you are ugly.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
I'm still grappling guitar.
Please,
Ah.
please make
Okay.
please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I know. Oh!
All right.
19.
You don't take any psychic damage from that.
It's fire because it was a burn.
All right. And I also included in that. I also need you to make a charisma saving throw. Excellent. All right. So he has used
My rolls are just perfect.
his taunt ability. You have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the start of your next turn, as he has gotten in your head, so to speak, with his trash talk.
It's still until his turn or my turn?
Until the start of the bard's next turn.
Okay.
All right. So, Olive, you for a short time were around a bard, so you sort of know that there was some magic like laced in all of that. Not the most insidious of.
What was that bard's
Such-
name? Check my right here. That was 2 characters ago.
Was it 3?
No, 2.
No, just 2. Olive, you are up in round 2 of this.
It'd be like that.
Ever so nice standoff, Mexican standoff in the bridge.
I am gonna use Mage Hand to untie the horses from the cart.
Which horses?
The horses on the middle cart.
All right. So I will say that takes. So what is casting?
Demand combat.
What is casting of Mage Hand?
Sure, yeah. Casting a Mage
Is
Hand.
that an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
Yeah, I'll allow the whole untying them as a free item interaction. They are kind of like yoked up and stuff. So I'll say you can like pull the pin on where like the yoke that they're both attached to. You can pull that out. To
Yeah,
sort
I
of
think that's
detach
yeah.
them as a thing, because undoing all of like the bridle and all of that stuff would that feel like an hour of mage
Sure.
handing around.
Yeah, my ultimate goal is to separate the horses from the cart. So if it makes sense,
Alright.
like Olive would have been around horses, not necessarily Cookie.
Yeah.
But yeah, pulling the pin from the cart to the horse yoke, that is
Yeah.
perfect.
So they're still attached to each other, but not
Right.
there.
And I do that. It's very clear that I'm doing that. There's no, hiding that. But I so we don't need to hurt each other here. That's.
As I ruin your stuff.
Well, I'm not hurt. I wasn't hurt anything. I'm just trying to stop.
Why does nothing have a token anymore?
It's the nothing. Run! I had such a
Yeah.
strong house.
So it's my turn.
Well, all right. Horses are free, and unfortunately, I can't create horse tokens.
What
It's
layer are
sad.
you on?
I'm on the objects and tokens layer.
Oh, put a horse token up there then.
I tried. It just doesn't work like it normally does.
It does. That looks like
Not a horse.
that looks like a horse to me.
Did they get rid of like all the art or something? These all used to have art on them. Oh well.
Did you make your own horse? Is that the standard
No,
horse?
that's the standard one.
Try riding horse or the other kinds of
Yeah,
horses.
I tried them all. Nothing seems to work.
What about mule? It's a different word.
Mule.
Mjolnir. There's a
Moscow
mule
mule.
here. Wait.
Mule? Does mule work? Why does nothing work? I feel like there's just something fundamentally wrong with all of this.
Refresh.
If I refresh, it's gonna log me in. So whatever, it's fine. There are horses there. Just know that the horses can potentially die, or horses do have combat stat blocks. Just word of the wise.
Don't worry, they haven't been swat. Oh wait.
But it's not like large animals have hurt anyone in your party significantly yet. All right, Groose, you are up.
Not our party. What are you talking about?
Bruce finishing up a snack is going to Goose is over here. Cannot really see what's going on behind though. Gonna turn to Maliath. What are we doing? What's going on?
I don't understand why there hasn't been death yet, but let's go join the aggressive negotiations.
Okay. 35. Gonna dash.
I attack
35,
attack of
40,
opportunity. You definitely
45. So I got kicked off of the bridge. 55. I'm gonna sort of peek around the car.
You see Zahara grappling Qatar. You now see sort of the archer back here.
I tug at the pants of the cat's wearing pants.
Yes.
I tug at the cat pants. Right here.
She just sort of looks down at you.
What are they doing?
There's lots of things going on. I'm watching. You can watch too.
Okay,
She sort of like moves a little bit so you can see better.
Or shuffles into this place.
I like
That's
her.
it. That's all.
She's
Actually,
got like foot up on the wall there,
Yeah,
and just
that-
sort of
that's
like
all.
leaning on her staff. All right. Bandit will continue to do nothing. Paint on canvas looks poised to fire another arrow, but does not do so. Elias, you're up.
I will travel to the corner of the. What's this one here? Is this one in or on the cart?
He's like standing on like the seat, looking up, sort of back over the rest of it, like at the cart behind. So he's kind of like climbed up on there.
Right, well, I'd like to move.
Yeah.
By to have good viewing of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stop there. Zahara has an arrow. I'm sorry, Qatar has an arrow in her.
Yes. I mean, it's not. Usually,
It's
like
just
the first
it was a
shots,
glancing one?
yeah, it's sort of glancing, so you can see like maybe like her an
There's a
injury on
slash.
her shoulder a little bit or something.
Okay.
But
She seems
even
to
though
be
her
scrapping
token does not indicate such, but
she's definitely
didn't
scrapping
update.
with Sahara.
Did not update.
yeah, I'd say they don't look like they're playing patty cake.
Okay. Well then, she's still full of life. I'll take a defensive posture by using the dodge action.
All right, dodge
But
action.
I like to think of it as moving my shield in the way better.
Fair enough. Qatar, you're currently grappled by Zahara. You've been pulled down off of the Viking.
I would like to fight the grapple. Let
All
go.
right. So this is a contested either athletics or acrobatics versus athletics.
Only an 11 this time.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Okay.
Try as you might, you are not able to pull away.
He's
So-
fucking rolls.
Zahara is a little wayfish elf too.
You have a bonus action left.
Nope.
No.
All right. The druid kitty there standing next to you, Cruz just sort of looks around and like a mother like leading a small child. She kind of just waves you up, and sort of lets you kind of switch places there.
Cruz
Just
waddles
so,
in.
so you can see. That's it. A fragile wind, still perched up there, is holding an action. Zahara, what are you doing?
Look, we could fight about this, but I think that we would make it enough of an inconvenience for you that that's not really what any of us want to be doing. And regardless, I mean, you've done some theft to us as well, it sounds like.
We have taken nothing that we didn't put on the ground over there.
Right. And we also haven't taken anything from you.
Right, but in our defense, what we have is more valuable than the trash that we took from you.
Yes, I do still have
Like,
Qatar, like...
well, as you can
just-
see, we don't have.
It is clear that you know something about what we have. Otherwise, you would have not come. I mean, we don't exactly advertise our plans, and yet here you are doing staged performance of Good Thief, Bad Thief on Bridge. Terribly inconvenient place to do stage performance of Good Thief, Bad Thief. I've seen great stagings of it in other places, but this one fairly obvious. It is like play on stage.
I told you this was a heist.
Qatar, shush. I tighten my arm.
I hope they both go over. Well,
Alright, so we hear things. Professional curiosity, let's call it. I don't think that
Wait. You make money doing this?
I have in the past.
Alright, I will take your
Me
word
too.
for it.
No, I really don't think that's true.
It
Also,
is true.
Shush!
Ask Bruce.
Ugh.
I'm
So,
trying to cut off her air.
who exactly is it that you work for who pays you to do this?
Who do you work for?
We are part of the guild. It is very well known that most Tabaxi treasure hunters are all part of Flight of Fortune.
Let's just say that we had heard about the location that you seemingly successfully cleared out. We had a certain
Not
amount of
seemingly,
curiosity.
definitely. We definitely were successful. All of this stuff is from the location that we definitely cleared out.
You obviously beat us to it, but we're curious about what you got.
Were you going there?
We
Like
got
on the way, you were on the way
sidetracked.
there now?
We were sidetracked.
There
No,
might
we
still
were
be
on our
some
way.
stuff. You
We
could
were on
go.
our way.
You could go be on your way now and go check out the rest of it.
No, because you left nothing.
That is right. We left nothing, but it would be funny, haha, for us. So, you were headed there. it is an area of interest to you. Don't know why. A crazy abandoned temple. It was,
Personally, I have a fair amount of professional interest in crazy abandoned temples.
well, we can all have various ways in which we bore the people we talk to. But, for now, it was a weird place. We don't want to go back. We appreciate your help in suggesting that we do, but there is nothing of value left to take. It was all very unsettling. Things did not make sense. But, you know, where things don't make sense is where things make gold for you.
Did make sense in what way?
Just weird things happened. It was some ritual site or something was going on. The
Weird
magic.
in what way?
Well, most rituals seem weird in these parts, but there's all these glowing globes all over the place. Bad lighting that didn't match the stone color. It is just no sense. There was a pile of stuff like somebody had just disappeared. Just piled. Just there. We took it all. It was good. Person shouldn't leave stuff like they just disappeared.
And the glowing orbs were
They were glowing.
ritual components?
No, they were orbs.
If I gave you a piece of paper, could you sketch how you found it?
The orb? Yes.
Give us a.
Like what
map
you
it.
saw. I still have Qatar just like, but you can see like one arm is like locked around Qatar's neck, and then the other one is just like going into her pack, and she like just kind of like pulls out a notebook.
Opportunity.
He sort of comes over to you and picks up a cane that's kind of very ornate, very dapper, out of the sort of front seat, and just draws a circle in the ground next to you. It looked like that.
Okay, now see, this is the kind of lack of detail that is very unhelpful when exploring archaeological sites.
Well, I mean, I was literally going to show this one what it looked like. It looks like this. It is spherical in shape.
No, I understand what a sphere is.
A sphere
I'm
is like
asking
a
about the
circle,
ritual.
but
that
the
you pulled
circle
out
from
of.
all directions.
Yeah, see, he gets it.
No, I get spheres.
All right.
I
What's
mean, you
the
pulled it out
confusion?
of a ritual site. What did the ritual look like?
Oh, it had a bunch of these spheres. They were around. There were pillars. There was a central ritual point. It was
Rocks.
there were rocks there. Yes, very good. It, is, it seems like you know the site better than we do.
You know, like
It's-
lots of rocks.
No, it was average amount of rocks.
Oh, it had to be lots of rocks. So sorry.
No.
Yeah. I think you
Very
went to the wrong place and you got the wrong merchandise. So you should.
If
just
this
hand
is
it
the
over.
wrong stuff, then the right stuff is, probably worth less. There was all sorts of things there. We took everything that we found. It is ours. We are going to sell it. I'm not inclined to sell it to you because you've all been terrible mischief.
I'm not terrible mischief.
You are not a good liar or a good thief. You are none of these things.
I'm the best thief there is. You haven't seen me thief yet. That's why I'm the best thief ever.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Me?
Yeah. He's still trying to taunt you just in case this goes back into combat. Alright. You still have disadvantage on
Yeah.
all of those things.
I have a plus fucking 5. Mom.
Well, it really shows. So,
Weirdest
Quarter of the night right
encounter.
there. Oh.
it, like I said, it was all very unsettling. I mean, and he turns around and looks,
Unsettling.
where is Kind? Kind, tell them how unsettled you were. She just sort of nods. It was unsettling. The energy was all out of balance. It's like you put a canary on one side and a canary that weighs more than the other canary on the other side, and whoop, it is
That's
unbalanced.
not good feng shui.
It is, I don't know. But unbalanced, the nature was wrong. It was like everything was created, but nothing was created. Everything was there, but gone, split apart.
because you took it
Could you sketch the ritual for me?
Yeah, sure.
Brilliant.
She walks over, sort of stamps out the area where the other one, he's sort of steps back and she's like, she takes her quarterstaff and draws a circle in the ground and then goes and puts 5 dots in the circle. It was about like that.
Okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but none of you have the makings of an archaeologist.
We are very much not claiming to be archaeologists. We are treasure hunters. Archaeologists are just treasure hunters who can barely afford to survive.
Fair enough.
But I appreciate the attempts to insult us.
You're welcome.
I'm about to insult you.
Vicious snobbery.
So, we are at an impasse. We could perhaps tie you to something heavy in the river. Or you
pass
could...
on that one.
Okay. Other options. We could move separate ways.
I'm making eye contact with Olive over his head.
So, why don't we just be friends?
The one
I don't
standing
wanna
on
be
top
friends.
of standing on top of the wagon's like, I thought it was a good idea, friends. We tried. I tried to make your robbery work, almost. You can probably still steal some stuff. These two don't look like they're paying attention.
Ja.
Or I could throw you off the bridge. I offered. Offer still stands. Friendly bridge throwing.
No, goblins can't swim very well.
But you can
There's not
fly.
much.
Great.
So
Briefly.
you won't even entertain selling us one thing from that cart.
Yes, sure. Produce some amount of money that catches my interest, and I will sell you colored orb.
I don't want the
I'm not
orb.
really interested in an orb.
So,
Well, we have
I have
5
a
of them.
I have a question. Are you all gold driven? You like gold? I like gold.
Gold is good. Gold is universal language.
So, what if we traded? Okay, actually, thinking about it, this is not a good avenue of negotiation. From everything you've just seen, I was going to offer, maybe we could do something for you in exchange for something, but no, that would be a mistake on your part.
I could think of a job or two. You go to the job for us? We pay you?
Well, so if we did the job, could we maybe have something specific? that we
Yes,
want?
you could have the pay that we give you for the job.
Right,
Specifically.
specifically. But we just want a book, because we like
A
reading.
book? I can get you a book.
A specific book.
What kind of book?
It's the book. What?
So
Turn to the
here's
rest of
the
the
thing.
What's the book?
Like a novel? The story of the raccoons on the sailing ship.
Oh, I read
It
that
is
one.
What
my-
is popular right now?
It is
And
my
so-
favorite.
It is great. It's like family of raccoons, and they go out into the sea, and they all get eaten by kraken.
No. This is the
Oh.
one that has the wizard in it.
Oh, the one where the wizard turns
You're
into
thinking
stuff.
of the second one in series.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Wizard to Raccoons. It's a good series.
Yeah.
Can Olive make her way to the
Jump off the
to the
bridge.
other side of the cart to peek into it?
Yes,
Take
you
it
can.
anymore.
Okay. Olive would like to also
As you do, the one back sort of just like tenses the arrow, and the hidden depths that the one that you've been talking to here, the sort of face of the group, just kind of like holds up his paw. No, it is not necessary. You shoot things so far away. What are they going to do? Jump in the river and like doggy paddle?
Okay. Can I take a look?
Yes, go ahead. We look with our eyes, not with our hands. So.
Okay. So if the tarp isn't up yet, can she use Mage Hand to lift up the tarp?
The tarp on that side has been kind of like
okay,
enough so you can like look underneath it.
All right. So then I'm going to do the incantation that Shavia gave to identify, see if I can see the marking on anything in the cart.
All right. So going through and doing that, it is easy enough to see, and it's sort of like, superimposed on the detect magic filter there. You do see that
It's an app.
outlined sort of buried underneath all of the things that you've seen so far. You do see the outline of what appears to be like a staff, sort of quarterstaff-esque in length, but it is a little bit more sort of like swirling and knurled. There's also a set of gloves in a box in there, and you see not buried, but there is a very secure looking like iron flask that looks like it's storing something that like absolutely does not want to be broken into or something there, but very very kind of overdone vessel for it. And then you do see the spell book there that kind of glows a little bit brighter than everything else. And now that you can see it, and it's been rummaged around as he's sort of pulled out the box of those colored orbs is now like just sort of up against the side, and this is sort of let everything else fall down a little bit. You can see that the book itself is this sort of deep purple to green gradient on the front of it. It's dry leather color, and then in the center of it that looks like a sort of like a clasp that unlocks it so it can fold open. There's this kind of wrought metal skull decoration, and from it there's three sort of also out of metal five roses that sort of come out in each direction from it, and then they're sort of blooming on the ends, but each of them is a different stage of sort of blooming to wilting as you go around, so it's like sort of this circle of bright to like dead to back up to growing and such.
Have you ever lost something very special to you?
There was one time that that paint, he was gone for several days. He is very special to me.
Paint?
Paint.
The bow one. Oh. Mm. Mm-hmm.
If that one thing was tied to the source of who you are and what you can do, wouldn't you want that back?
I mean, if he was tied to me?
Emotionally tied to you.
Oh, he is. He is very important to me.
And if he was gone, you would want him back, correct?
It depends on how he went. Was it like a fight in which we said things that we cannot take back?
I think it's more of a he was stolen from you and you were trying to get him back.
He's stolen. I would be angry that he was stolen. I would likely kill kidnappers. Or he would likely kill kidnappers. Who am I kidding?
I could pay you some for this book, and we can go our separate ways.
Why is book so important to you? Is it your book?
My book is very important to me, and if I lost her, I would be devastated. I do know someone who has lost this particular book, and
so you know the owner of this book.
It has devastated them. I do.
Who is the owner?
Who's your owner?
No one owns me.
That's right, because I'm about to.
That is a good one. Is Headlock comfortable?
I would like to find it again from you.
Yes, you can go ahead and try to get out of your headlock if you would like.
Yes!
Alright, you managed to wrestle your way free.
Alright, initiative?
Back to the turn. No. Yes, who is owner of this book? If they want it so badly, maybe we sell it back to them.
It's your mama.
My
Okay,
mother does
guitar.
not own any books.
That's right, because you stole it from her. So it's technically yours.
Guitar.
That does
I
not
use
make
Mage
sense.
Hand, and I kind of slap Guitar across the face.
Look, I don't know why you're beating up on me. Like, I'm the only reasonable person here.
Guitar, I will put you back in a headlock.
No!
Your lantern's down there. Why don't you go get it?
No!
Anyway, we're having a conversation here. I'm sorry. The owner of this book, I look over to Zahara like, should I? Okay. Her name is Shavia, and she's
Now we
lost
have
a
to
lot of
kill you.
things.
Make an
Many of these things
insight
are
check.
hers. Insight check. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Natural 20.
All right. You say the name Shavia, and it is like you opened a can of fucking tuna. All of the cats just sort of like perk up, and all of their ears just like turn towards you. That name has been the little drop of like catnip in all of this that has just immediately attracted all of their attention.
Like in a good way or an aggressive way?
In like a intrigued, playful way, not in like a we're all gonna pounce on you way.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like blood in the water or a treat. Go to the shack gif, you know. She would really like this book back. She would like her other items back too, but I believe this book is the of utmost import to her.
And you are working for Shavia.
Nope.
Yes. Qatar!
Don't worry.
I don't know why you're lying to them.
She is addled.
I'll show you addled.
I just picture Qatar being like, come on, come on.
So you work for her. Perhaps there is actually, and he gestures sort of back at Groost and nods. Perhaps there is actually real job you can do for us then.
What's that?
We're not backstabbers, we're front stabbers.
I'll do a job.
You gotta write that down.
You
I'm
want to
very
hear a job
reliable.
first before you agree, or you can just agree and then go do it.
We want to hear the job first.
All right. Well,
I'll do it.
First.
I will say this much, and this is professional courtesy to all of you. If
Okay.
this is a job you're doing for someone else, you are not going to be employed for very long. So, might as well take advantage of that. Where the winds are blowing, you must guide your sailboat. And perhaps capitalize on opportunity you are presented with that you don't know is a present for your opportunity. Shavia is,
Mean to me.
no, well, maybe. I can't imagine how everyone would be mean to you. You are so tiny.
Secretive.
Are you secretive? I've not known you very long.
Oh, but we let the nice man talk.
So,
Sorry.
Shavia is, well, she sits on large hoard of treasure. Very large.
I don't think so.
Years ago, it was very hard life for us. There was Shavia, and we would, pick up scraps. She would get all of the good stuff. She is very good, much respect. But, she's been sort of out of the game, but has not sold any of her things. So, market supply and demand has, not really come up. There is high demand for things and low supply. You know what that means?
I know how to bake. I don't really know economics.
That means that lots of people want things, not a lot of things. You can sell things for lots. If you then get all of the things, say, what Shavia has, then you can make even more, because you control all of the things. So, since you are on the inside, perhaps you help us procure all the things, and we split the profits 50-50. We know how to, sell the things and do all of that. We will take care of moving everything. You just need to get them from wherever they are hidden and take them out and put them somewhere where we can pick them up and sell them.
I think you have the wrong information.
To continue to work for her and have access to her, we need that book.
Well, you cannot have book unless we have some sort of sealed and bound deal.
I'll give you a seal and bound deal.
Okay, that is what I wanted. We wanted a sealed and bound deal.
I didn't know you were an Aarakocra parrot. That would be a Kenku, right? Anyway, so.
I mean, if you want to make a deal with a crazy person, that's on you.
Keeping in mind that we kill anyone who does not keep deals with us. That is
Or
universal
maybe
rule.
I kill anyone who makes a deal with me.
That is not why make a deal at that point. It
What
is
is
not.
this curse, Holly? What is this curse?
So, you have much to think about. So perhaps you should clear out of the way and go think, and maybe we see you again later.
Nope.
Anyone else like to weigh in on this?
I would.
You can decide now, but maybe we give you a little time to group think. Sometimes, when we cannot decide something, we make a cuddle pile. Cuddle, snuggle for a while, and then we know. We all know. It's just of one mind.
That's a good way for you to get away.
No, if we were in cuddle pile, we would be stationary for upwards of a couple hours. Paint is vicious, but great cuddler.
And if you're in a pool of sunlight, it's going to be even longer.
It is. Sometimes whole days.
So what you're saying is you need some sun to get you to move out of the way.
No, we just need the annoying people who have parked in the road here to get out of the way.
Well, as you can see, we're no longer blocking the bridge.
All right. That is a great point. Let us move. It was nice meeting all of you. Here I will fix the horses. Don't want them to run off leave the cart here. That makes all of this substantially in your favor. Do you have a question?
I want to do something.
All right. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast hold on, I forgot the name of it. Gust of wind.
We're targeting what? And link
Behind
gust
me.
of wind?
Paint with something.
I'm gonna fart in his general direction. It is linked. Strong line of wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide. So what direction are you blowing the wind?
Towards paint.
So from you towards paint.
Mm-hmm. At the horses. And paint.
So like that.
Yes.
Alright. Each creature that starts its turn in a line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line. And it makes it hard stuff, extinguishes stuff. Alright, so you cast this. the wind blows out in that direction. Let me roll for some horses. I will say that because there are 2 horses, I'm just going to roll 1 horse at advantage. Because they're kind of like tied together. Wait, why can't I? Is this a? I want the rollable stat
It's
block.
funny that you use a bean seed for this.
Oh.
I mean, like, if this was your...
It is.
Yeah.
Alright, so a 20 for the horses. So the cart does not move. Paint on canvas. Strength saving throw. And a 19 for paint. As the wind billows out, the horses kind of put their heads down. Paint kind of sits a bit and braces against the sort of back, because it is like kind of like this house shed there, and is against the wall a bit, but does not fall or move. And this is gusting out from you. And as this all happens, we will take a break and see if we cannot resolve this stalemate in a direction. So we will be back in 5 minutes. You can all go get something, some catnip or something to eat. You can decide if you want to kill all of these nice kitties, and figure out what to do.
Okay.
Back in 5.
Not back.
Well, you said that as I brought us back, so you are now.
I was never here though, so it's okay.
We have returned to the stream.
You should gonna be so pissed when you find out what Evil Holly was doing.
I get it. All right. So, we left off with a large gust of wind. It was resisted by these horses, and you were unable to tornado the wheeled house back to Oz on these kitties. And paint on a canvas is just sort of like wincing as their bow is down, wind in their face. What are the rest of you doing as a reaction
Concentration
to this?
up to a minute.
Bruce is just blown away. He doesn't stop going until he hits a tree.
It is this way, so not in your direction. The horses and the that whole cart they are kind of like slowly backing down with this Holly, because they're just sort of giving into it, and they're just turning and going because they don't really like it, and they erroneously assume that if they move farther from you, that it'll somehow be better, and it won't just continue at the same speed for a 60-foot line that's 10 feet wide. So getting some separation there. What are the rest of you up to?
You just start waving the others through. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hidden Depths has come and looks like he is refixturing the wagon there. So I can sell you orb. You can have it. It is nice keepsake. You remember this nice time that you talked to famous treasure hunters. Or perhaps we can talk about this job that you can do for us in relationship to your employer, who probably isn't trustworthy anyway. She worked solo for a very long time. It's hard to cooperate with others after that.
I don't know, team. Do we want to steal from Shavia and give to these thieves? It's honorable. I'm not saying that in a derogatory sense. People need to make ends meet different ways.
No, we take from people who cannot defend themselves. It is not the most noble thing, but
It is easier that way, honestly.
it is.
Yeah.
Never take something that you can't take.
Yeah.
Hard to steal something that's not there.
Well, don't do that either.
It's true.
I should be working for you guys.
I literally just offered.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, or you can try to perhaps buy all of your stuff back, but I'm going to guess, since now I know it is Xavia's spellbook, price will go way up.
What if we told you it's not shabby as fabric?
I would not believe you.
Fair enough.
No one else is doing anything. I want to move. Is no one else doing anything?
I think we'll meet
Okay.
you in town for a drink.
All right, we will meet you at Pothole.
I like to move my wind in that direction now. This direction.
What?
Just trying to send the cat flying into the forest.
All right.
It's literally just like taking a giant fan and just like.
This doesn't say anything about ranged attacks in it. So paint on canvas. His hackles are up. So he's going to shoot you in an effort to
Oh no.
to stop this. I mean, he knows how magic works, right? He knows that this is a persistent thing. So he will use his multi-attack to try to shoot you, as we're sort of loosely here. So first a longbow attack against you. Does an 18 hit you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's going to use his bonus action to do Archer's Eye. Oh,
Damn it!
You haven't seen the damage yet.
Well, that was for the.
Yeah.
It hit, right? So the wind goes away.
Read this. Plus, so 9 piercing plus another 4 points from the Archer's Eye. So 13 points of damage as he just like shoots you square in the shoulder. And this one is sort of like stuck there. And the wind does drop. No more playing.
Yeah, that's right. Because that reaction helps rebuke.
All right. We will drop back into initiative here.
Oh, I don't have this on my thing.
So we will say it was his turn.
Did that do things?
Yes, it did.
All right. Your Hellish Rebuke does 3d10 damage.
Sure does.
All right. Your Hellish Rebuking at because it's a higher level cast. All right. 20.
Dogs have no choice.
Choice.
They can't tone it down.
All right. And doing no small amount of damage, the flames wreath him, and the mood shifts a bit there, as this is clearly less a poke and more of a decidedly intent to hurt and maim there. And Goliath, you are up.
All right, so I'm gonna take a good look. Things are getting tense.
This is updating.
I'm gonna take the dodge action and try to extricate myself from this big mistake. And I'll move off the road to here.
In the
All right. Anything else?
Depending on severity of stuff. No, I've taken a dodge action, so I don't have his tender action.
Okay.
All right, I said it. I'm done.
All right. Qatar, you are up.
Eldridge Blast.
All right. Who's your target?
Paint on canvas.
No, she means the campaign itself.
All right. Fair enough. An
Damn
8,
it!
8 will not hit as he kind of ducks by and it goes sort of wide there.
Then,
Anything else?
yes. Ooh, actually. Rethinking. 10, 15. I would like to go underneath the wagon.
All right. You will be prone if you are under there.
Yes.
Because you can't walk there. All right. So going prone and diving underneath the wagon.
Yes.
Okay. It is kind of beauty.
I'm underneath.
All right. This is in the way. All right. As you sort of crawl underneath there, you find the ground, all of the grass and the plants there just begin to grow up around you and around the wagon there. I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm very strong.
All right. Which is is a success.
I meant that not at all.
20 square. So let me draw a 20-foot square. There. This is all along the ground, and the canvas is sort of up 5 feet, so he's not included in this, as that is all difficult terrain, but you're not currently restrained. And she will stay there. Fragile Wind is going to hop there 5, and then running along the wall here 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That does provoke from you, Malias, if you are attacking.
It's Malias.
Bonus action. So Tabaxi hopped down, ran by you. It does provoke if you are went from here to here.
Well, I mean, I just reach out and go, oh no, please. I don't stop him.
All right, bonus action 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Does that provoke from Sahara?
60. It does provoke from Sahara. Oops. If you wish. All right. And I will say that you are prone, so that is at disadvantage, and I'll give you half cover from being under the wagon.
What's half cover plus?
+2. So he is going to fire his crossbow at you. This is so disadvantage. We'll see. And unfortunately, just hits the wheel in front.
You couldn't get paint with canvas?
Nope.
Damage.
Because he's like way up on the cart, so he had to like crouch down to shoot you. Sahara, you are up.
Okay, I mean, I guess I think we're officially at the point of just being kind of generally boned. So, I just kind of look at the guy and I shrug, and I step back to here. I reach over and I grab the book out of the cart. And I tuck it into my pack. And then can't hear you, Tamar. And then as a bonus action, I am
My
going
joke was
to...
that they mechanically can't stop you in the middle of your turn.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh.
bye. And then let's see. I'm going to
Hey, cat, you're kind of being about to be slaughtered. Hey. No, go run, hide. Holly will kill you. Go.
Is
Shoot
this?
yourself.
That's water.
That's water. Is this also? Where does land start?
At the edge of the water.
Where do land?
That's like the shoreline there, right?
I have an important
So-
question.
Yes.
Which direction is the current going?
So this is. We'll say
That
It's
is
out
an
by the
important
waves at the
question.
north.
Yeah, it is going this way.
Okay.
I'm too zoomed in. All I see is a yellow line. Oh, it's going north. Okay.
Wait, so this is. Hold on. This is at like the road is actually north, so that would be. It's flowing west to east. No, so it's going this way because it's flowing down towards Colonel Bend. I was wrong. It's going down. It's going
And
down.
how fast is it going?
It's
Do the,
the
exact mile
whispering.
per hour.
The whispering rill is not like a raging torrent of a river. It moves.
Fall and you lose your character.
If you there's just this weird fuck off waterfall that goes over a cliff that it doesn't exist. You could probably like if you threw something in, you could probably keep pace with it. Walking alongside is about how fast it's moving.
Okay. So I moved 5 feet. I'm gonna go. So 5, 10. Can I hop up over the horses or no? Or can I hop? I can hop this way though, right?
You can. I mean, you can climb onto the thing. You can walk. Yeah, walking along there is like along the
Okay.
edge there.
10, 15, 20, 25.
All right, hold on. Stop.
Yep.
If you're taking the book, he was going to slash out with a short sword at you.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit you?
Yes.
He kind of draws and slashes the same time.
Counted for. 20, 25, 30. And then I am going to bonus action.
Where are you hitting?
I still have my reaction. I could definitely do it.
To there. And I'm gonna do this.
30 feet away, unoccupied space. One creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet must, or okay, one creature saving throw something within 5 feet of you, so it's just the horse.
It is the horse, and we'll choose the horse.
So
Not
you're
yet.
trying to make the horse afraid.
I am.
There's a stack of papers. There's a bed next to you.
What is this, wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
Wisdom. Don't be scared, horsey. Horsey's scared.
And then, but I still have my action, correct?
I don't know. It's your turn. Bonus action. Wait, hold on. So you.
How many moves did you make?
This
I
is your
only
bonus
I went 25, or I went 30, and then I bonus actioned, teleported 25 feet.
Oh,
So unless taking the book counted as my action, I still have my action.
No, free, that can be a free item interaction. So you moved something and then you teleport. I thought you dashed to there, but
I haven't yet.
so you teleported to here. So this is the end of your teleport.
This is the end of my teleport. The horse is scared. I'm going to dash an additional 30 feet.
Once you use this. So where were you when you teleported?
So I went, here's what happened. So I started here. I went 5, 10, here. So that would have been 20 because I went 5, 10.
Because this ability triggers when you teleport.
No, I thought it...
One creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you before you teleport.
Before I for some reason it is permanently stuck in my head that it's the other way around. Okay, then I'm going to try to scare him, I guess, before I...
So you're teleporting...
that still won't work.
You wouldn't be... 20.
No, it just gets wasted. It's fine. That effect gets wasted.
Okay, you can still teleport, right? But it just doesn't...
Yes, I'm still... It's the fear effect that gets wasted.
And you're action dashing. Yes,
I'm action dashing.
Okay.
Help if I also do this?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, zoom out. Zoom. Dora's got the zoomies.
I'm trying.
Alright,
Ta-da. Oh.
Hidden Depths is going to hop up into the cart and will yell out, "It is time to go. I'm sorry it had to end like this. You have made enemies of the guild." And he snaps the reins and is holding an action at the moment to dash with the cart. Olive, you are up.
I am going to... light the carriage on fire with fire.
Does Fireball ignite things?
It, a flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried.
Oh, nice.
So I would like to hit, like this,
One last
probably
look at my
the front.
character.
Do I want it? I want to hit the front of the carriage wheels, right?
Yep.
Like,
I'd say you can target a wheel.
I will target a front wheel opposite me.
All right, so away from you. 11.
So yes,
well,
this
not an
wheel.
armored wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wheel smashes. The cart kind of lurches a little bit. And that kind of corner catches a fear a bit.
Okay. I would like to, as a free animated action, can I just grab anything out of the cart and... No. If there's anything that's there that I can just grab and easily take, can I just grab something? I mean, I would love for that staff, but I will go for whatever's right there because I'm panicked.
Lunch pail. Aha!
Yeah. Tuna fish.
Actually,
Oh.
you'd be like, what do they eat?
Roll me a d8. If you're just randomly grabbing in, roll a d8, and then I'll randomly give you one of these things.
Okay.
1. All right. All right. You grab what appears to be a sort of larger, sort of document tube case thing, and pull that out.
Okay. I would like to then, I'm going to run 30 feet kind of towards Maliath. So landing here. And then if I could, Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I should Misty Step. I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step 30 feet towards Zahara.
All right.
So I will bonus action to Misty Step here. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Believe that is all the damage I can do in my turn.
Groose, you are up as the chaos ensues around.
Guys. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
Don't you dare care about another party member dying. Don't you dare.
We're best friends. Just kidding.
Oh, I don't.
No, you guys are cool.
Okay. Right. Groose is gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. It can be done and is done.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the person next to me. I just, I think I could be somewhere else right now, so I am going to be.
She just kind of like looks down at you.
Going to use this, my nimble escape, for as a bonus action
All right.
to wriggle away. Gonna peek up into this wagon. Is there anything magical inside?
Negative.
Wait, are you hiding or disengaging?
Disengage.
Like if there's someone else right now.
There is nothing magical that you can see in that wagon.
Okay. Going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Anything in this one?
Yes, that wagon, as described before, is filled with magical items.
I understand, but I'm looking in at the specific magical things.
It is filled with magical items. There are a whole combination of things, and without like stopping to like look, because right now you're casting and going, so it's just like a bunch. It's just like a pile of junk. Essentially.
Sure, I understand. I want to grab one.
All right, roll me a d8, re-rolling ones.
Oh, this is 40k now.
Yeah.
All right.
What was it for?
4.
DK.
All right. You reach in and snag this sort of glass vase that's maybe about this tall, very sort of slender, almost like elven in design. In it has kind of like a pointed stopper that seems to just sit in nicely. Seems a bit fragile, but is magical.
Well, it is a magical item.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it just seems fragile.
It looks fragile. Yeah. All right, and 30 onto this wooden thing.
All right. I'll say you're on the. Yeah. You hop down. There, and then Olive has this one. All right.
Remnant sickness. Sorry.
All right. Draft.
Revenant sickness. Like with the bear.
All right. The bandit snaps the reins, and the wagon is going forwards. 40 feet.
Wait, which one?
The first one, which will bring it to here, and I need
Yep.
I need Olive and Zahara both to make dexterity saving throws here as the wagon lurches forward and comes at you. Say DC is 14.
+6.
All right. So
Into the river.
I will give you a choice here. You can either take the full damage or you can take half the damage and end up in the river.
I'll go in the river.
I will too.
All right, so half of this damage.
Does Olive have that option?
Yeah, we'll say it's sort of
Drags
rocky.
her first.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you get hit by a wagon, you're going to be going like in the direction there. So you each take 8. We'll say you end up there, and you end up there in the river.
But this was a slow-moving river, right? Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, there is some current to it, but it's
Right.
not like.
Wait, D10 damage? Is that because of the impact?
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting hit and trampled by a wagon and horses, it's
Nice.
because a draft horse alone, its hooves are doing 2d4 plus 4 damage if it's like hitting you if it's an attack. So, all right. Paint on canvas. Oh, and that triggers the hidden depths action, and those reins go. The horses, seeing space, lurch forward. However, the wagon slams in as the wheel is broken, and the cart lurches off to the left as it's been there, and the horses stumble as it catches and slides in. So Hidden Depths is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, and Maliath is going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, as this wagon is not long for this world.
Good to know I defeated a wagon. Wow!
Wait, where is Hidden Depths?
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw DC is 14 on this.
Oh.
Alright, so Hidden Depths makes his save. And
Luckily, I'm +1 because of my magical cloak and -1 because of my dexterity score.
and jumps clear of the wagon there. So with a successful save, I'll let you sort of move 5 feet in a direction of your choosing to just, dive out of the way. As the horse sort of very, very awkwardly tumbles over, the other one sort of trips and falls on top of it. The wagon edge kind of catches, and it looks like the whole thing's probably going to go ass over tea kettle into the river, dumping its contents into the river. In the next go here, Maliath, you are up as you've just sort of dived out of the way, gotten back to your feet. Hidden Depths kind of lands on a 3-point stance about 10 feet from you, but is looking more towards the wagon in aspect terror than towards you.
Parlay? Let's see. This
Wait,
is
hold
going...
on. I skipped Paint on Canvas's turn. Because that was a triggered action from them. Paint on Canvas also will move the wagon. Though he has control. 10. Can only get to there because it started in terrain. However, that will run you over, Qatar. So I need you to make a...
From underneath?
Yeah, you can be run over.
That is where the wheels are.
That's exactly where.
So I need you to make a
around.
dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because you are prone. To see what happens.
I was just lying under this car and it just ran me over. I don't
All right.
14. What is up with this?
So you,
I hate this.
Manage that.
14 is the DC, so you do manage to you're kind of like crawling out the other side, and the wagon lurches forward, and you just kind of roll back, and the wheel just sort of goes right past your face. So you don't take any damage from that, but that's as far as that can go. All right, Maya, sorry, now it's your turn.
That doesn't continue to lurch forward, that one? Or
Well,
is
it
that
was
as far
it
as
was
got?
it was in the entangle, so 2 of its squares are moving at disadvantage, or not disadvantage, difficult
Well,
terrain.
yeah. This is something. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hop this little fence.
All right.
5, 6, and remain Switzerland.
All right, Qatar, you are currently prone and surrounded
Dodge
by
action, by the way.
surrounded by vines and such. They're not like grabbing you, but it is that box is difficult terrain down there. And Fragile Wind here is on foot, but paint on canvas has left your line of sight as you can't kind of see through the other wagon.
Is he? Well, he did shoot at me before. This one.
He did, yes.
I would like to stand up and Eldritch Blast.
All right, stand
Whatever
up half
his
your
name is.
movement and fire away.
Oh my god!
A 7 will not.
How do
hit.
you turn this shit off?
Cogwheel at the top of your Roll20 character sheet. There's an option for advantage.
Toggle.
It's on the you click on the cogwheel and that's on the right hand side.
Advantage toggle. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. Bonus action, and you have 15 feet of movement left, I think. If you have 30 feet movement, which you do, I think.
I have 15 left. 5,
Yep.
10.
That's
two
difficult.
rolls that
That's
didn't matter.
So that's
Qatar
that's
were upper
difficult.
20s.
That's difficult terrain. So
So
it'd
then
be
I would be
5, 10.
here.
Yeah, you would end up there. All right.
Okay. I have no bonus.
All right.
Action.
Kind Beauty's turn. Concentrating on that.
Just come hide with me. Is that the one up there?
Yeah, the one near you.
There's catnip in this bush.
I see we both need new parties.
She kind of runs forward and tries to like climb up on the wagon, but the other one just sort of like grabs her and pulls her back down. She looks out past, seeing that you're still kind of caught in the snare there, and they both sort of exchange a look, and then it doesn't do so. Her turn ends. Does it look like she was going to try to go for the stuff, but that the wagon is like terminus going over the side here. Fragile Wind is up. He's going to move 5, 10. Oops, don't want to move the whole card. 15 to there. He's going to use his multi-attack and make 3 attacks with his short sword. But lucky for you, he doesn't get sneak attack.
Probably doesn't matter.
So first one coming at you. Oh no, that's not the right thing. First one. 22.
Yep.
Alright, so that one's 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second one. 20. Non-natural. That is
Unconscious.
Only the first one, so just 5.
Still unconscious.
All right.
I can no longer stay neutral.
And he looks down at you and takes his, as you sort of fall, he takes his short sword and kind of like flips it up and goes down, to sort of stab down over you, and you just hear Hidden Depths at the center of the bridge, like and then he's just like, and then hops up and sort of grabs on the very back of the wagon there.
That's the one I really need to kill.
There.
Zahara, kill that one.
You
Yes.
are up.
I am indeed. I am going to strike out swimming with the current.
That also a cat name? Swimming with the current?
Yeah.
So I
Sounds
have,
like it.
let's see, dash, movement, bonus
You're
action,
from Canyon
dash
too. It's funny.
will take me 30, 60, 90 feet.
So, You
But I am-
your movement is halved. Your swimming,
Half, so I can do
swimming speed.
45.
So you can move. So if you're using all of yours to do movement, you go how far?
45.
45. So you can go 45, and then the current will add another 15 feet to that if you're going in the direction of the current. So the current is like 15 feet, sort of flowing down this way.
So
If you get to like this point, it's gonna start pulling you this way though. So you'll have to fight it a bit.
so that would take me 50, 60 feet. Or I could go.
You gonna deliver a wet book? Oh God! Here's your book.
Everything's run together.
Surely spell books are not that fragile.
Surely, they were made for this situation.
Or I could go 10. So that would be 20 feet to get to shore.
Yep.
And then,
I mean, that would be
so 90,
30 feet of your movement to get to shore because it's swimming. But I'll say it's as normal just because of the current.
What a mess.
What a mess.
Sorry. No, sorry.
No, this is all Smurf's
And so
fault.
if I
Exactly what
follow
was
the
planned.
current going this way, where will I end up? If I'm just like swimming with the current.
Further downriver.
Okay. But like can I try to like end up Oh God.
I'm not sure what you want from me here.
I did not
You
know
want-
you could move the map with the right mouse button.
The river leads all the way to Shavia's house. It puts you in
I
through the
don't-
back door at the end,
I don't really want to swim all the way to Shavia's house.
but there's also a fork halfway down that leads into a volcano. So there will be
So
a
you
check.
want to make sure you take the spoon, not the fork.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna go to here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Froghemoth.
Hidden depths. All right.
I like how you guys have sentenced these two horses here to death.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I can't lift the horse.
It's
I got,
just the fate of D&D horses.
I got nothing.
15. All right. I'm gonna run into the bushes here.
Find a really good, already cleared out hiding spot.
Wow. They would have advantage because of the hiding. But is going to cast a spell at you. It is going to be Shatter.
Is it at me?
No, it's at
Oh, that's a
people
first.
running away with his treasure.
Neutrality. We hate that.
How dare you do nothing? Die.
Okay, so this is a Constitution saving throw. It's an area of effect, but you're the only thing over there, so it doesn't really matter. Constitution saving throw.
Who?
This is Zahara. Half damage on a success.
Excuse
Come
me.
on. Roll20, stop lagging. Constitution saving throw. No.
Alright, so you take 14 points
I am
of thunder
unconscious.
damage.
Oh, Jesus, in the water.
In the water.
Alright,
Why
right.
is this
So I'm-
familiar?
Yeah.
right.
Oh gosh.
So you are right on the shore, so you're not getting swept down. If you were like 1 square over, you'd just be pulled back into the river. But it is enough for you to hit the bottom there. But you are underwater. You know how this goes already. So
Oh
I won't
boy, do
say.
I.
That will end Hidden Depth's turn. All of you are up as there's this loud shattering sound. You are in the river, but sort of right on the bank there as you kind of like rolled and tumbled down this bank to where you are now.
Right. So I'll tell you what my goal is, and we can work out my movement. How does that sound?
Roger, Roger.
Okay, my goal is to make it to shore, but as close to Sahara as I can get. So if it means some swimming and then I get to shore and go down, but that's... I know I can't totally get to her, but that is my ultimate goal, is to get as far down as I can, but then on land to then try to get to her.
Yeah, all right. I will say that, so how much, so you have 60 feet of,
Like, yeah.
You don't have like a bonus action dash or anything, right?
I do not.
Okay. So I will say you can get to, with all of your movement, you can get to shore right here.
Okay.
With the
And
current
that is-
and everything. Because it's like halved, but then the current helps you, so
That's what I would like to do.
So
do you want me to
yeah.
stand there or stand there?
Yeah, I'd say you can pull yourself out of the river.
Okay.
But that's all of
Alright.
your movement.
That is all of my movement, correct. And that is my action as well. Let me just double check
Yep.
the spells real quick.
You guys went and got underneath the turn order. Guess I can move that.
That is what I've got for right now. That is what I've got for right now. So.
Alright.
Be awkward to explain I don't raise the dead just yet.
Groose, you are up. You're standing
Is
just
it-
aside of this train wreck.
Is anybody focusing on me?
Doesn't seem like anyone could care how two shits
Thank
about you at the
God.
moment.
Oh God. Oh.
Let's change that right away.
Talk down here. We're going to so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh
Does it
wait,
Look
guitar.
like he fell down a cliff.
Oh, I didn't see guitar.
Yeah, it's a if you go off the edge, it's like a 5-foot drop to there, and then it sort of slopes
35,
down.
40.
I mean, the bridge is only like 10 or 12 feet off the water, so.
Yep.
50, 55, 60. Bonus action hide.
All right, you dive into the underbrush.
Is this one a cliff?
That just sort of slopes down gradually. I mean, there's no like cliffs here. The total
Okay.
is only about 15.
It's a
feet.
change in the clay.
Yeah.
To
All
where
right.
there's scrub and no scrub.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll if it becomes relevant.
22.
Alright, this wagon continues on, heading sort of up and off the map there. I'm going to zoom out because we're getting a little spread out here. There, and in this wagon sort of topples and spins as the whole thing rotates, the tail end of it getting caught in the current and pulling. The horses are going to so this is here. Horses are going to make a strength saving throw to see if they can hold the wagon there as it starts getting pulled down in the current. It's a lot of windage, so draft horse strength save here. They managed to, at advantage, hold it. So the cart is there. It's in the water, so the fire goes away. But the rest of the wagon is tilting and slowly being pulled under. Nothing seems to be being ripped out of it as of yet, but you guess it's only a matter of time. Maliath, you are up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will hold a healing word if Zahara somehow gets to the surface.
All right. Qatar, death saving throw.
But I'm doing that whole, like, overly selling it. Like, cleric. This is just since cleric. Just doing cleric-y stuff.
Medic.
Red Cross.
All right.
Non-combatant.
Fail for Qatar. All right. Kind Beauty is going to hop here. Jumps over into the wagon there, and we'll roll a d8. You didn't roll a 4.
You could reduce the number of the D.
No, but I'd have to do this. So this is.
It's fine.
Kind has this. She seems to scoop something up. Kind of contemplates staying there to get more, but instead hops down, and it looks like she may be trying to free the horses. Fragile wind. What can he do? I can't really see what else is going on. He's going to pull himself up using some movement onto the top and kind of survey, and then he'll, as it's sort of moving, run across the top here, hop down, and 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he will use his action to dash and jump to here. He's gonna try to snag something. All right. He's got something. Right, and he hops clear. Zahara, death saving throw, please.
I will do this.
Right,
17.
Success.
What's that like?
Alright. Hidden Depths is back up. He is going to use 25 feet there and dive into the water. And then we'll use his action so that would be, that's his swimming, and then Brent's going this way, so doing like vector mechanics here. So he will end about there, swimming in Zahara's direction. All of you are up.
Okay, I would like to. Would pulling her out of the water be a action?
She can't contest a grapple, so I will say that's a free item interaction.
All right, I would like to pull her to the shore.
All right.
And then
I don't know why I said second level. I tried to hit it first.
We can just use whatever the.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I definitely clicked the second one, but I meant to click the first. Would you like me to reroll it?
Just use the 2. So subtract 3 from 9. So 6.
6 and 4
So
is
10.
10.
Yeah.
Nobody's hit this guy yet, right?
Zahara, that's for you.
Thank you.
You are unsure, but he looks like a wet cat.
You're skinnier than I figured you would be.
Okay, I am. Let's just try it, because why not? Cast sleep on him.
All right.
That's just you. It's just so evil.
All right.
Oh!
So that is a huge roll.
Good
but
roll.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it does not take.
Okay.
Oh.
I knew it was a risk. But I just had to.
Very, very close to
Yeah.
basically drowning him, but
Okay. Shit. Well, it was a kind of a cool try. Wish I had a third level. That would have been anyway. That is my turn.
all right, Bruce, you are up.
Bruce is gonna wriggle through the bush. 5, 10,
Wriggle.
15. Kill wounds.
All right.
And use.
Wait a minute, Cruz can heal?
Only in melee range.
Admit it!
11 points of healing.
And as Qatar opens her eyes, Bruce is gonna whisper, oh, shh, shh. Yeah, come into the bush. Shh, into the bush.
She's gonna yell no and then something good.
5, 10.
No! Wow.
Bonus action hide.
All right. Bandit is sort of turned off and down the road. So they are off the map now. Paint on canvas. Katara, you hear beep, beep, beep. No. This wagon is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Paint on canvas is
25,
my enemy.
30, 35, 40. You are correct about that.
I'm putting that in my notes.
Your new name is like varnish or paint remover.
There, that's sort of the horse's carts movement. He's going to climb up on the roof here and survey the area. And seeing you over there, he is going to take his shots back at you, Qatar.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah, it will be at disadvantage, unfortunately for him. But maybe his. Alright, so 2 shots at disadvantage. Here's one. The 14 hit you?
Yes,
Alright.
sure does.
4, and he will use his Archer's Eye once per day thing to add 1d10 to this, or 3 times a day. Sort of like NPC Hunter's Mark for another 2. And then it will take another shot at you at disadvantage. Does a 9 hit you?
No.
The other arrow thunks into the ground there. Alright, Goliath, you are up.
Ugh. They're just gonna get killed over there. And that one's shooting over at the dead bodies, I guess. Then there's 2 of them right there who's probably gonna be upset they lost their stuff. I'm in a bad place.
The hallmark of your characters.
That's not true at all. my characters die after good decisions. So if I make a good decision here, I'm likely gonna die.
That's right. Make only bad decisions. This is D&D.
We don't all have that
That's
ability.
Holly's house.
That's your superpower. Now, my superpower is making things worse. Not the way you do. This is different.
I make good decisions all day long. I don't have to make good decisions in D&D.
You don't have to. Nor do you. Arr. Arr. I'm gonna worry about me for a sec. I'm gonna cast Dash by going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The dash brings me another 30 away, so I'm not gonna get pushed into the ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. I'll be hopping over next time. I have a bonus action left, and I believe that bonus action is going to be Shield of Faith.
All right.
Why am I here?
And that will be represented on my token. I am done.
All right, Qatar, you are awake with some pittance of hit points down there. I can't quite see. And prone.
Yep. I would like to crawl into the bush.
All right. You can move as if it were difficult terrain. You're crawling. All right.
Definitely won't know where you
That's your movement.
He won't know.
Mm-mm.
He'll never know.
A bleeding plant over there is natural. Like, what's going on?
Why are the bushes bickering with each other?
Anything else? Action, bonus action?
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry, Groose, but I'm gonna stand up and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Paint with canvas is my enemy, and he must die.
I like how you called really close to Groose to do this. Let me get up right
15.
off on you.
15 unfortunately does not hit the armored dexterous paint on canvas. Very close. He just manages to sort of lurch out of the way as it goes wide.
25, 30.
Amazing.
Well, that's
Alright.
me.
Well, thank you for standing prone for him.
And then I'll get back. No, I won't. Just kidding. I will stay like I am.
All right. So down here, we're gonna make another horse strength save. Let's see, and that will, as Kind Beauty is going to try to detach the horses as they are sliding in the mud. It is going to make a dexterity check to see if she can do it. We'll set the DC at 15, and this will see if the horses die or not. Of course, the druid. She manages to pull out the little pin there that has been in and out the whole time, and the rest of the cart starts getting pulled down there. We'll just remove all of this, but the horses have kind of like pulled their way to safety up here as the rest of the stuff starts going down a river. Fragile Wind runs and dives in and starts swimming downriver after it, heading out that way. Zahara, you are up.
All right.
Hidden Depths is swimming in your direction.
Where's that tarantula?
Is moving from
What in the world?
here to here 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet. Oh, those are the horses?
Tarantula horses.
The first one's really messed up.
They're not people
Yeah,
crawling on
the
ground.
second one is photorealistic, but the first one's a little messed up.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna glance at all of it and just be like, running? Yeah. I think running.
Yeah.
90 feet.
Oh, but you go so fast.
I do go so fast. But I have the spell book.
Would you like to pick the spellbook up?
Oh, is the spell book not on me?
You were carrying it, and you dropped to 0 hit points.
To be fair,
I made the joke.
I did specifically say that I was putting it in my bag.
I would call that an action to stow something.
Okay, then I guess
because it's like an action to get something out of the bag of holding, right? So you can free item interaction. However, it is slightly downstream from you. It is currently right here.
Okay, well then.
You draw a tarantula to represent the book, please.
Yes.
So I guess 5, 10, and I pick it up.
Yep. If you go one more square into, it's in the water.
Oh, okay.
Because technically
15.
you have to be something in the, you have to be in the square to pick it up.
15.
Beep.
And then once I have it, I will neum that way with my remaining.
How do I delete this?
75 feet.
All right.
Trying to delete, Holly?
What?
You trying to delete?
My tarantula.
You can select it using the select tool.
But I did, and it's not working.
You can select it in a square area using the select tool by holding down.
I deleted it.
Figured it out.
So where are you moving?
No, you deleted the horses.
Did you?
She was trying to delete the other ones.
75 feet this
She
way.
had more art.
So that puts you at, because this will matter.
Yes, I'm aware.
So that's what, 50? I can't see because it goes.
55, I think. To the edge.
Yeah, 55 to the edge. So it's to the edge plus 20.
Yes.
All right. And out to there. So means you are 65 feet away from there. Let me see what's in range. Alright, you are still in range of shatter, so he is going to shatter you. Its range is only 60 feet, but it's a 10-foot sphere, so it can still hit you. So, shatter coming at you again. Con save.
Oh my god.
16
I'm
points
down
of
again.
thunder damage. There. And he has 5 more feet of movement. And as he passes you, Olive, don't make this hard. No one needs to die. And that will do it for his turn. All of you are up. I like how the turn orders are like right in like the little like groups of combat.
Yeah. I'm gonna use okay. I'm gonna take a risk. Okay. I'm gonna say you're right. No one needs to go. We take the book and we leave. And I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip on him. Which let me display it in the thing. It's an intelligence saving throw. If it succeeds on his turn, he has to choose whether or not he takes a move, an action, or a bonus action. Only gets one of the 3.
All right, so int save.
Save is a intelligence save of 14.
Half damage on the save
Half
as well.
damage on it, yeah. On the save.
So does not save.
Okay, so that's 14 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And on his turn, only gets to do one of those
All right.
things.
That kills some action economy.
I am going to move my 30 feet away from him towards Sahara. So I'm just gonna move in a straight line over there. To here. To there, yeah. Okay.
Keeping in mind she is 20 feet further off the map than she is on the.
Right. But it's still, that's just
Yeah,
as
it's
far
still
as
closer.
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It is my turn.
Groost in bushland.
Bruce is gonna stay hidden.
All right, so Groost
Be
is on
like-
the other edge of the map. Let's take a look at this section. There we are.
All right. Yeah, I'm moving around here.
Just staying hidden.
All right. And it's going. Paint on canvas. Now seeing Qatar is, or yeah, he's not gonna not try to put you down.
Yeah, he's not gonna. We're mortal enemies.
Well,
he has multiple.
all right.
shots,
Imagine
so.
a cat, and what you do is you take a hairdryer and you hold it to the cat. That's what you did.
It's true.
That cat's gonna hate you.
All right. I'm going to longbow at you with no penalties this time.
Go get that leftover hairdryer.
24.
I don't like him anyway.
All right. So it's going to be 10 points of piercing damage on
Yep,
you.
down.
All right. Down you go, and he will spin around and see Olive running from hidden depths there. 130 feet.
Longbow is what? 120?
Max range is 600. Longbow is 150. Whew. All right. So we'll fire on you, Olive. Shot here. But unfortunately not advantage, so he does miss as he's on a moving cart and things going, so it does move. Goliath, you are up.
All right. Well,
We will say that this cart staggers forward a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a dash action. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really can't tell where the trees are.
Yeah, it's
5. Excuse me. 6. Now, assuming that Zahara is only 20 feet off the map,
Correct.
So 40 feet. So that would be like 40 feet plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd still be 40 feet away from you.
so then I will just go ahead and use. It's a bit of a shock. Healing word. I'm going to use the first level version correctly this time. And it is 8 points by rolling a 1. Dang it.
All right. 8 points of
And the
healing.
word is stop dying.
Stop.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's words. That's no good. Let's see. Fortitude. Said like that.
Fortitude with attitude.
Anything else?
No, that is all of my actions. Move,
Alright.
standard, and bonus. No retros. Whatcha?
Nice. Qatar, you are death saving throw.
That's saving. Hey,
Success.
I rolled above a 7.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. That's fine. Just rub that in.
It's amazing.
All right. Kind Beauty is up. She is going to hop onto the horses that are now sort of pulling themselves up onto the road and start riding one of them. And they're going to sort of start heading this way. fragile wind has been swimming quickly and has managed to, you can see sort of downriver is now sort of standing on the cart that is like just barely floating as he pulls himself up, that is floating downriver towards Krenel Bend. They tried to caulk the wagon and float it across.
Well, they're not going to like the ferry tariff.
Yeah. Yeah, now they're going to get charged customs and
It's just the worst.
All right, Zahara, you are up. So I'm gonna remove him from the turn order. All right, keep going.
I will pull my crossbow. Actually, let me check the range of that really fast before I say that. Oh good, I don't have the range written down. Yeah, that's fine. I think 40.
What was that?
So you're
60.
You're 60.
Why are you meowing?
Yes. So, light crossbow. 24.
24 will hit.
8 points piercing damage. Scoop up the book.
They're not real cats.
60 feet off.
All right, away you go.
They're named the most ridiculous.
So now I am 80 feet.
All right, good to know.
That's my
And with that, Hidden Depths runs and dives into the wither, and begins
Bruce,
to
is that you?
float downriver. Not really swimming, just sort of treading water as he goes.
Revenge will be ours.
Does not look happy at all. Olive.
I'm gonna dash fast toward Zahara.
All right, running off in that direction. Do you have anything else, Olive?
Nope, because that's my action and
Okay.
or my
60
movement, my
feet off
action.
that way.
Yeah.
Groost.
Bruce is gonna sneak out of the bush. 10, 15. He's going to
Coup de grace.
stabilize
Oh.
Qatar.
Right,
You've learned your
make a medicine check.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I had to say 7, didn't I?
Ow.
That's-
Ow.
Does not succeed.
that seems okay. And hide.
All right, make a stealth roll, please.
Uh, 24.
Okay. Where'd my turn order go? Paint on canvas. Is sees you darting back and forth, and presumes, as they are adventurers, that you have healed Qatar, so is going to fire at Qatar.
No. I was not stabilized or healed.
They don't know that though.
Oh.
Presumed.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that part. I thought
Yeah.
you were just saying it.
So longbow
This-
attack at disadvantage because you are prone. First shot does a 13 hit
is
you.
my armor class.
So that will hit. So that's
So it's 2?
One. No, just one. If it's a melee attack, it's a
It's a
crit.
crit.
But if it's ranged attack, it is not. And second longbow attack at you. And also disadvantage, so 17.
There's another one.
So yeah, one more.
Oops.
All right. And with that, the wagon is slips back down into the seat, and the wagon kind of lurches forward, heading off. And the rest of them are galloping off this way down the road.
I'm not gonna make it.
The other two are in the river, so they are all out of combat unless any of you are trying to attack them.
I am not saying declaratively.
All right. Although we do need to go. Maliath.
I'm not going to expend any in-combat resources. I will catch up to these two and prepare a prayer of healing for out of combat.
All right. And Qatar.
Here it goes. I'm dead. Hey, look, it finally happened to someone else.
You
I
had to
think
work.
this would be your most
to do
lethal
that.
campaign.
All right. And with that, combat has resolved as Qatar bleeds out on the riverbank there, right before your eyes, Groost.
Bruce still does not know this. I would go out and do another medicine check to try to stabilize her.
All right, and the result of that medicine check is that there is not a Qatar to stabilize at the moment.
No. No.
Bruce would cradle guitar and drag her into the bush.
Oh, yes. Perfect burial.
Or he would be... Bruce will be staying until there is no sound around him.
All right, the rest of you, what are you doing? As it seems...
I don't know anything that's going on, sir. I'm just running still.
All right, where are you running?
Losing myself in the woods. If it seems like we're not being followed, I will pause and wait for Olive and Maliath to catch up with me.
Yeah.
Since I am faster.
And probably eventually, back to Shavia's, right?
How about we find the other two?
We could also wait to see if anybody's gone back. I mean, wait till we feel, nobody's back there.
If we are worried about your health, and as that is what's stopping us from going to find the others, let me go ahead and cast some upper level healing. I have to zoom way in. God, this is a big map. That's like one of my maps. Yes, here's Sahara. Please have this. Cure wounds for 19.